Greetings and salutations! Welcome to the new and improved conversational podcast. Whether you're joining us for the first time or you're a returning listener, we are thrilled to have you on board for another exciting adventure. Welcome to episode 202 of Weebs Lounge, a show where we talk about anime, manga, gaming, movies, and the weebs culture throughout the honest conversation, debates, and the chaotic culture of energy. So this week we got Thanksgiving special, talking about our favorite moments, what media we've consumed, and how angry can we be at this year Game Awards. Will we be salty or will we be happy for once in the past 10 years? Now, share this episode, bring your friends. Let's make this episode unforgettable. All powered by AniMa W3 Studio. Catch every new episode every week on YouTube and audio feed, wherever you listen to, on Pandora, in Alien, in, Galaxy, time, space, spaceship, wherever you do. It's your boy, Love and Peace, Legendary Vash, and we're here to have a new show and also a new member to join us for the conversation of the podcast. And I'm happy to say the world champion is here.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and ignorant children of the Isles, what is up and what is good? It is your reigning, defending, undisputed, universal, 24/7, 7-Eleven, I-95 champion of the world. That's right, it's Whawkins here. And hey, I'm just here to tell you that if you're not flipping stupid, then you've only got one choice. Me!
The people's voice.
Yeah.
But that's what he meant by soundboard. That's what he meant. Understood the assignment.
I have words for you later, Whawkins.
Oh, do you now?
But hello there. You can call me Trev. I'm the artist formerly known as Trevor Tiger, currently known as Cloudy Crescent. For those that don't know me, I am just a humble content creator from the kind of South of the United States. I would like to do game stuff, Disney park stuff, theme park stuff, the whole shebang, and I'm a big old fan of media. And well, it's just an honor to be here, and I just want to thank Vash for having me on the show.
Yes, for those that watch the podcast on the YouTube feed or the audio feed, we have a news member to have the podcast with the flow conversation. It's been me and Whawkins the past couple of weeks. We have Jokester and Rome taking a bit of vacation, life things going on. So the show goes on like any type of, Broadway movie production. The show still goes on, and we still have conversations. News comes out, or what we call it here, big news and buzz central. We still have a bit of conversation for this podcast, so don't worry, time codes will be down below for, like we said in the intro, the Game Awards. Like we said as well, we have the Thanksgiving special. We'll be talking about our favorite moments, our favorite little probably fantasy draft that we'll be having for the for the conversation. But I do want to ask, how we been this past week? Is anybody looking forward to Thanksgiving overall this coming forward this Thursday?
Yeah, I'm a little excited. Me and the fiance, we're headed off to see my parents down more southern states, North Carolina. Should be a nice time. I haven't seen them in a while, so it's just, if anything, I get to have some family time and maybe some good food.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, there's at least going to be some stiff drinks involved on my end. So there's at least that. But you know what? On the whole, I think I am looking forward to Thanksgiving. It's one of my favorite holidays of the year, just because of all the free food you get. But it's just nice to see family, sometimes friends, sometimes people that you don't really care too much for. But hey, you know what? Let's just share a meal, maybe a sake cup, and just chillax for a bit. Maybe once a year we can just chill. But of course, we do have those toxic family members that do like to bring up some fun topics at the dinner table. But hopefully your family's not like that, everybody. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it, I guess.
I would agree as well. Like, I'm looking forward to just eat some food, but I'm going to be honest and upfront that I'm not even looking forward to go to where my destination of gathering will be. Just in case any family members of mine here, I don't want to just expose, like, hey, I'm not looking forward to. I just don't want to be with certain, toxic people, as you say, walking. So it's just like, not looking forward to it. But hey, still looking forward to at least have a good time. I would say it was nice as well working this past week at Law and Order. that was fun because I did work there for said episode. Anybody ask me in the comment section what episode and everything, I do not recall, even though I do like at the call sheet and everything. Yeah, I do not remember top of my head. Probably was episode like 11 or something, but hey, some episode was cool. It's just never shoot or use a location in a gallery. Sorry, in an art gallery. It's stressful.
Ooh.
That's stressful.
Yeah, I bet. Did you see Ice-T though?
Nah, I did not see Ice-T.
Not yet. You know, one day he'll meet the Lord and Savior.
Like haven't passed by him and everything. I just haven't like locked in or pay attention. Most likely, yes, but it's just like, hey, when you're at work, I'm just work mode. Like it's cool. Like, hey, there's so many celebrities I've met. I just don't have a picture of or nothing, or probably not from a far. Like, hey, I'm at work with you. I'm just not paying attention. Like once you've been in the industry for a couple of years already, you're just part of life. It's just part of like, hey, yo, I have met Selena Gomez. I've seen her a couple of times. At this point, like, yeah, I just see her, see the vibe. That's about it.
Well, a lot of it too. I remember you telling me like sometimes you have to sign NDAs and all that. So it's like,
that
okay,
too.
you can't really get a picture with them, especially during work and all that. So it's like, all right, yeah, fine.
Unless you like the director, or unless you like, for those that know, the word in some shows in production is called first team. So in case you're like first team, so you're working with the actor and everything, and you're always grabbing them.
Right.
Then in that process, where you're taking them from their trailer to set, you can sneak in a quick picture or ask, or if you're their driver, then you can sneak that quick thing. Like, I haven't said it much, but I drove J. Cool during the shoot that he did here in New York of a music video.
Ooh, nice.
I was driving him around, but at the same time, I couldn't take a picture. Even though I was by myself with him, I just didn't really care because I was at work. And we spoke about anime, we spoke about DreamCon because I think he was going that year and everything, or they was like talking about it and everything. And we're talking about anime, and it was just regular vibes in my head. Did I think about taking a picture? Yeah, but at the same time, I'm gonna just throw myself on the bus. Not saying I'm not a J. Cole fan or I listen to his music, but I'm not like locked in to it. So I'm not gonna also be a fake fan. Like, yeah, I'm gonna just take a picture of J. Cole. Like, nah, I'm gonna just be with the vibe. I'm driving him around to work, and that's it. Call it a day.
Word.
Well,
J. Cole, if you're listening, please join the show.
we would love to have you and talk about anime for culture, talk about your music, talk about the beef you avoided from Kendrick and a whole rap beat and this in the football for a good 15 minutes, and then have your song nominated in the Grammys as well. I like that. So crazy. But with that being said, I think it's a good time for us to transition into the Otaku Parlor. For those that don't know, this is the segment about discussing the latest media that we have consumed over the past week. Since the last episode we did with Stranger Things. So please, anybody, go check that out. Our Stranger Things, conversation. We will be doing Volume 1 coverage. When it will be released, we haven't yet fully decided on that conversation, but stay tuned for that. However, this will be the past 2 weeks for me and Whawkins, and it'll be the first time for Trevor telling us what he has consumed, or what agenda is he going to be bringing to us in this during this conversation. So, Whawkins, I always pass it to you. What have you been consuming over this past week? What is it that you love and enjoy? Was this a good type of season finale from what I see on your list?
Oh boy, was it. So I'm gonna start with the anime and manga. I've actually decided to catch up early. So my plan with Gachiakuda, the plans kind of fell with that when it came to like reactions. So apologies for that, folks. Just life be life and timing and all that stuff. Just sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That's just how life is and how things are and all that. But I decided, since I'm not doing the reactions anymore, and I mean I'm still enjoying the anime, why wait for season 1 to end? Let me just start the manga. Let me just start reading the manga. So I haven't fully caught up yet. I'm like in the early hundreds right now out of I think 165 chapters currently.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's
you speedroll. You speedroll this one. You said, nah.
Dude. It was like, so I think where the anime is at right now, it's like I think it's like the mid 60s or almost 70s in the manga. So, and it'll probably end, I think it was like in around the 80s or something. So, where season one's going to end, you'll have like probably about roughly 90 chapters to read, but a great binge though. Like, it's a great read so far. The art is phenomenal. The artist, apologies for, names and all that. I'm not really good with names sometimes, but like the mangaka, just the way he draws his drawings and like how he panels everything is really cool. Like it's got a bunch of angles in it. You can really feel like the speed, the pressure, the power going through with like a lot of shots and just like a lot of camera work, quote unquote, in the manga and all that. So yeah, it's a very fun read, very interesting going forward with everything. Yeah, I'm locked in. I'll probably be caught up. If I lock in tonight, I could be caught up tonight, but that's probably not going to happen. There'll probably be sometime this week I'll be caught up. So that'll be part of my weekly read throughs and all that. And who knows, maybe we can throw it into, Shonen Ronin when we start that up. That could be part of the rotation right there.
That's a possibility. That's a good choice.
Mm-hmm.
Well, question as well before you transition into it. Kuta, how was the adaptation so far of the 19
Pretty
episode?
Good.
Okay.
Pretty good. So I didn't go back to reread anything. I just kind of started where the anime was.
Oh, okay. Understood.
So I still need to watch this week's episode, so I'll have a better answer for you there. But from what I'm seeing, it's been pretty faithful. I think from talking to a certain friend of ours who, has been bigging up Gachiakuta, it has been pretty faithful. The only changes they made was there was something in like episode 1 where instead of Rudo not seeing who unalived Recto, in the anime he actually does. So he actually does have like a face to it and all that. Apparently that was like the biggest change. And also like they added a bit more with the Amo stuff from the anime and the manga.
Okay.
So there's that.
I feel like that's a good improvement.
The Amo stuff. Yeah. Because of what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are type of sensitive topics, but I like that they at least improve on it. Like probably the mangaka probably added that change for the anime, showing the face for what happened with Recto. Maybe a choice because maybe what was already shown, so probably change.
Yeah, that would be more of the positive change. I would say the negative one would be the Amo stuff, just because of the nature. Yeah. Just because of the nature of what happens, So if you're somebody that is very triggered by things like that, trigger warning obviously for that. But yeah, that's mainly with anime and manga. Video games, I've been starting to stream again with Dispatch. I was gonna have one yesterday, but technology decided to do its normal thing with me and be like, hey, you want to do stuff? No, you don't. No, you don't. You're not going to do this. You're not going to stream. You're not going to have a good time. But it's probably good because I had family come in anyway, so it's fine. It's whatever. So I will be getting back to those streams hopefully this week as well. Just still testing all that stuff up. Still going through Pokemon ZA too. I might have a rant later on when I actually finish it, whether that's a good or bad one or a mediocre at best one. Stay tuned for that because the game is okay. Nothing for retail therapy, unfortunately. My heart and soul has been fine, so don't need to buy any unnecessary nonsense. But with movies and TV, so I did try to watch Wicked the other night. I say try.
I love how you
I was about to ask try.
Well, here's the thing. We started it after me and Drop, our other co-host from Weebs Lounge. We started watching it after our SmackDown coverage. So it was like 12:30 at night. So there's number one. Number two, I'm the uncle of this group here. And yeah, there have been some times where, definitely during our Stranger Things watch parties, it gets a little late, gets a little tired. At that point, it's like, okay, Whawkins has been up for about 20 something hours, going on 21 hours. He needs his beauty rest. So yeah, I did doze off a little bit just because, again, 2 hour plus movie.
Yo,
on a Discord call.
when he agreed to that, in our team chat.
I tried. I literally tried.
We saw that. Like I saw that. Like I love the effort that drop. Put like, yo, let's watch Whawkins since you've been wanted to watch it. Whawkins like, yeah, you know what? Let's do it. And I saw it after Smack. I'm like, they're done at 12:30. That's our movie. That's 3 a.m. He ain't gonna make it. And what's funny, I was supposed to join that too. I'm gonna throw myself under the bus too. I'm gonna join that.
Yeah.
Supposed to. The reason why is because I was also working for Law and Order. So in those 3 days, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, chat, I worked 40.5 hours in 3 days. Somehow possible, but did. Without clocking in and everything with the community, I work about 46 hours. So sleep-wise, I counted. In those 3 days, I slept 5 hours each day. So on that Friday, I was literally like up maybe for 20-something hours. And it was 12. I was playing Call of Duty with my friends. They were doing the stream of Raw. I'm like, cool. I'm going to join them. During 2 of my last matches, I was literally in the middle of the map just falling asleep and getting shot. I knew myself I should not join that fucking wicked watch along because I will be with Whawkins in that call going back and forth.
Yeah.
Just back and forth. We're both
happening a lot. It was happening a lot. So I do need to rewatch it. So I'm not going to give a full on review with it, but I at least did try because I do want to watch the second one. And plus, like, with my history of studying music and all that, I've always been surrounded by it. So it's like, okay, I should probably expose myself. I should probably actually watch this and understand it. But yeah, one day. So, again, maybe next week I'll have something more to say with that. But with TV, I'm not going to say too much because I do want Trevor to talk about it as well. Hazbin Hotel season 2 ended, and by golly gee willikers, what a great season it was, and what a great litmus test for the media literacy that Hazbin Hotel season 2 is. Because Jesus, mother flippin' Christ on high above, the takes I have seen online for season 2 have been hold on. Like Trevor's groans enough are
hold on. No. Takes imply that people put thought into what they were having to take on. It's just one word. It's like, this show is bad. And it's like, why is that? Oh, well, it's bad. It's like,
okay, why? Oh, they cuss a lot. Okay, they're in hell. Go on.
Like, just a ride in style.
Yeah. Oh, well, like it's one thing if you if you're being critical on it and you're actually saying like, oh, I don't like it because I don't like how they portray this kind of character. Okay, you know what? Fine. If, like Trevor said, if you at least put some sort of thought into your statement, fine, have your critiques or whatever. It's just the ones that like completely miss the point of what goes on. Like, oh, Abel's now a misogynist. It's like, no, that's not what happened. And yeah, that I see your face right now, Vash. That was a take that somebody made. It's just like, no, that's not what was going on here at all.
I saw Wednesday because that's when the finale was out. I saw that Wednesday in my timeline. A lot of retweets or replies by you and a few other people. I believe I also saw Neko. I think she did a video of it as well, or in her stream or something similar in that avenue. I don't know too much of the context, but it seems a very chaotic day for the Hazbin Hotel fan base of how they was receiving this type of season 2 finale, and it seemed like it went over their heads or they didn't like it. Like it was one or the other.
Yeah.
And
it was both. It was both.
Talk to me, Trevor. Since we're already here in this conversation, you guys could vent out the frustration a bit.
Oh boy. So, Whawkins, you can back me up on this one. I can be a very critical guy on a lot of media.
Yeah.
It's to the point where I can casually say like, oh, what's a hot take I have? Oh, okay, Sonic 3 is not a really good movie. I'm sorry to say, but, I could just casually spout that out. I'm very critical. But when it comes to Hazbin Hotel season 2, and when I hear all this discussion, I hear all these takes already going into it. It's like, oh, well, season 1 of this show was absolute garbage. And it's like, okay, where's the arguments? What are your sources? And half the time it's like, made them up. I'm like, oh. Or it's like, I got facts about the show wrong. It's like, oh, that's not how you convince me. So going into season 2, I was like, all right, so was I blind in season 1? What do we got going on here? And then the song Gravity was released, and that was like the first real taste of the show. And me, Whawkins, and Edens, we were watching, they were like, oh, they stepped their game up. All right. And that was the mood for every single episode. We watched the whole show together, and we were so happy. We were very invested. And we had a lot of things to talk about. And it should be noted, it was positive things like, oh, hey, the writing seems to have improved. The songwriting has improved. The vocal performances have skyrocketed. I was like, oh my God.
It's no longer being carried by Keith David.
Yay. Now we have
It's
Luke's
everybody.
voice actress who's just,
We have Luke. We have Vox. We have Penches. We got 2 Penches songs.
And I will always applaud the fact that his voice actor talked and sang in a snake voice, and he made it work. I'll never get over that. But throughout this entire show, we were very happy. And then it's just what happens, especially when Edens and Whawkins have access to Twitter. Unfortunate, but it's true. We get hit with the usual barrage of like, all right, well, this is bad because bad. And it's like, come on, guys, give me some effort here. Come on, convince me.
Yeah, add more effort. Explain why. What is the reasoning that you don't like this tomato soup? What is the reason? It's because it was too thick, too liquidy. What was the reason that made you go, ew?
I don't like tomatoes. Then why'd you eat tomato soup?
And you gotta make a point. It was to the point where like after the finale dropped, Eden's like saved. I don't know how much he went with you, Whawkins, how much he showed you, but he showed me a fair bit, especially videos. It's like, oh well, Lucifer Morningstar, he's a very lazy plot device. I'm like, explain how. And it was one of those, hey, this is a professional YouTube tip for everyone. If you're gonna write a script and you're gonna voice act that script, you're gonna speak it through it all, perhaps, maybe, make sure you don't have edited footage that contradicts the very point you're trying to make, because that is what happened.
Oh, wow.
And I had to pause. It's like, wait, you say this, but the footage you're showing it breaks your argument. No. Why would you do this? No. But we were just we are in the aftermath stage where now a lot of people are voicing their opinions, and it just feels like 95% of those opinions are just like dunking the show just because they can. It's popular to hate, but you very rarely see anyone actually give like a valid take. I only heard one, and it was from a friend last night at like 10 p.m. at night. It's like, oh yeah, I didn't like how the main character was portrayed in these 2 episodes. I'm like, oh, tell me why. It's like, oh, let me explain. It's like, you explained? Oh, brother, fresh air.
Rational thought.
That's the one thing that I hate of current media literacy. That is fine. Cool. Anybody could be content creators, but not anybody can be entertaining, because they're not knowing how to explain themselves just because they say, hey, this show is bad. I'm like, all right, cool. But where's the bad part? You're not giving me the information. Instead, you're just saying random words, but not giving any type of school essay that you gave your reasoning. But where's your supporting details that we were taught in school of how to back up your information? And they don't do that in content creation.
They're over there. Over there. That's where those are. That's where my sources are. They're over there.
I'm sorry, Mario. Your sources are in another castle.
It's kind of like the tweet. Who's your source? Who's the source?
Yes.
My source says I made it the F up.
But
yeah.
I think that sucks for the fandom, but it just sucks that, well, from what I heard from most of my peers, that it was a good type of season finale for the show, that I still want to make time to watch it because I just haven't had the chance. But I do plan to sometime in the future. So I'm just glad to know that most of my peers that I've seen on my timeline said that it was a good type of season finale. So that's a good thing on my mark.
Yeah, and it should be noted, like, we are going to recommend, like, Whawkins and I, we will easily recommend season 2. It was pretty good. Every episode kept surprising us, like, wait, oh my goodness, you guys stepped up your game. We like you. Awesome. Good job.
Yeah, it's just there's just a lot of bad faith takes out there, but that's just, unfortunately, that's the internet now anymore. Whenever people want to give
Twitter.
opinions, that definitely that. But yeah, I mean, that's mainly my Weebs Lounge stuff. I mean, a few things here and there. I know Thanksgiving is coming up this weekend, so there might be a little bit more next week, but we'll see. We'll come to that road when we cross it. Also, quick thing too. Sorry. Before I leave, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this either. Speaking of Hazbin Hotel 2, season 2, Tuesday, me and Neko are ranking all of the Hazbin songs. So tune into her Twitch stream on Tuesday around 8:00 Eastern time. We're gonna be ranking them. So. There, just quick little shout out plug there for
Nifty
team member and all that.
Nifty better be top 3 or else I riot.
Let's bet and see if they're on time
me.
for the 8 p.m. EST. Let's bet, because knowing Neko, hey.
Yeah, we'll see. As long as she's watched all her animes.
Yes.
Right.
But with that transition, let's get to Trevor. Since we already heard about your Hazbin Hotel conversation, talk to us about a bit more what else that you have consumed that you want to share to us.
So I have like a yearly tradition when it comes to manga where it's just like I would like to go back through some manga just to reminisce in the good times, because that's what pretty much the holidays are for me, just remembering the good times. And this time I thought of, you know what, let's do the Death Note manga. I was reading through that again, and I just keep getting blown away by how really good the manga is. This is not a story that is just carried by the anime. This is a bona fide, I can see how they got an adaptation this good in the first place. The art style, and I am going to get the name horrifically wrong here. I believe you say it's Takeshi Obata. I believe that is how you pronounce their name.
I believe so. I've heard of it, yeah.
The art style. How do I put this? It's like when you read the manga, you can tell it's like, oh, that panel was just kind of ripped from the manga and just slapped on like a storyboard. It is that good. Usually sometimes you're just like, oh, the animators had to do this. It's like, oh no, the animators had a lot of good material to work with off of just one panel. It's very detailed. The fact that a lot of panels are just like characters thinking, Takeshi really knows how to capture the attention, both the art, while you're being given all the dialogue by Tsugumi Ohba, who wrote the story. And I will always recommend the manga of Death Note, because if you're an anime only person for the Death Note, highly recommend the manga, because I'm not going to try and spoil it because Death Note is still being consumed by new people. I'm not going to spoil this for you, but the ending of the manga isn't quite how the anime goes. It's to the point where I would actually argue it's like, you know what? I think the manga version, aside from one detail I don't want to get into, but aside from just one tiny little detail, I think it's better than how the anime handled it. It's a very different take. It's a different take on how a certain character is defeated. It's like, oh, I didn't expect. Okay, I'm on board. Let's see how it goes, and it pays off beautifully. So that was my manga. Oh yeah, go on.
I'm interested about this because you got me intrigued. I don't know how you feel about this. I've tried Death Note about 3 to 5 times in the anime, and I never have gotten hooked to it past 5 episodes. It doesn't hook me. I don't know what it is. During that time in my life, in the past 10, 15 years, I've tried to watch it. I just never got into it. But hearing I believe this is the first time I heard about the manga being this good. From somebody. Not sure if any of my other peers or friends have spoken about it, but it's good to know that the manga is as good as the anime as people put in high regard or better. So like that at least has me intrigued that, hey, maybe if I read the source material, I might enjoy more instead of trying to watch it 3 times and still not even being hooked to it.
Oh yeah, dude. Like whenever that's actually a thing for me. It's like if I really can't get into the anime, then I would just always go for the manga. One Piece before Wano. Just want to put that out there. Before Wano, when we were in the dark times, I would be exclusively the manga guy. I did not want to focus on the anime because there really wasn't much competition between the two.
There wasn't. It was manga all day, every day until Wano came around.
Yeah. But Bash, I would recommend maybe by giving the manga a shot, maybe it'll be an easier time for you to get into. Can't guarantee that because everyone is subjective when it comes to the stories they consume, but still recommend it.
All right, I will put it on the list for one day then. That maybe I might not.
Yes.
You have convinced me to not try the anime, but you have convinced me to not give up on the series. That maybe there's a chance for me to appreciate the source material still and check out the manga.
Heck yeah. And then the final thing I've been doing. So when we were first given the topics of like, hey, is there a game that you've been playing? It's like, well, when you first sent that, I was playing Mario Galaxy because Nintendo, I did not buy the re-release of Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. I've just been playing my old copy of it for the good old times. I didn't do... at first I had Mario Galaxy, but then I decided, you know what? I discovered how to mod Smash Ultimate. So that has been eating my time for the last week. And Whawkins, I know that I've shown you mods before for Smash Ultimate on my end.
Oh yeah.
I basically had to restart that.
Oh wow.
Oh.
Technical issues on my side.
Oh, okay.
Technical problems, but I got it solved. So it's just like, you know what? It's time to get back in the game. It's like, well, okay, Trevor, modern Smash Ultimate. How good of an experience can that really be? It's like, my guys and gals, if you have the ability to play a modded version of Smash Ultimate, please do. The modding scene for this game has been high tier. We are at the point where someone can just be like, you know what? I'm going to add Tails the Fox to the roster with a complete moveset and everything. We have reached the point where Broly, Dragon Ball Z Broly specifically, is in the game. With a full move set and just custom everything.
That just sounds chaotic but fun, and that's something I've always been envious of my friends and peers. Because one, I don't play much on my PC or Steam. My friends try to convince me to do so, but I just don't because of being lazy. Of my Xbox, my PlayStation, my Switch here, and my PC is used for editing. So in my head, I'm like, I don't want to add more things to my computer that's that's needed for other stuff. But I'm envious of my friend Gremlin, Majin, and a few of my friends that like use mods on their stuff, and I just see the stuff they do, or I see the stuff they play, and like that's why when they're on the call or they're playing a game, I always tell them, "Can you stream?" So I could at least lurk, because things that I don't have time to do is like at least I could watch it through your eyes, be at least like I'm playing it, but just be there. Yeah, I'm just there. Am I talking to you? Like, am I talking to you? No, but I'm just here watching you what you're doing. Because there's so many times when I watch Gremlin or Majin and feel we don't talk on call, or I'm just here editing, and it's just them playing a game. But it's just like, oh, that's cool shit. Would I ever touch that game in my life? No, but it's just cool to know about that game that you're doing and the mod shit and everything. Like, I believe I saw Graham doing like some type of Pokemon stuff that I haven't played Red or other stuff. Like, oh, that's dope. They're playing it. Do I have time for that? No, I need to edit, do other stuff, company stuff. Yeah, I don't got time, but it's just dope to see it, and I'm envious. So just hearing you talk about mods and Smash Bros. Ultimate, like play fucking Brawly, I'm like, that's fucking awesome. Like that's just like it just fuels your testosterone of a guy just seeing like just dope shit. Like, oh, that's awesome.
Oh, It is that, because people come up with like, it's a beautiful age that we're in, because people will come up with the dumbest shit you could see ever. It's like, oh, Ken from Street Fighter? What if someone just put Wolverine over him?
Oh
Just
shit!
because. And it's like,
Yes.
okay, I won't question why. It's just the thing. It's like, oh wait, what if I put Jack Sparrow over Kazuya Mishima from Tekken? Like, what? I mean, I'm on board, but what? And it works, and it's like, oh, okay. And then sometimes you get things that really make sense. Like, you wish they were in the game. Like, oh, Ike has broad swings with a giant sword, and he's the cool guy. What character could someone possibly give over him? And then the God of War theme kicks in, Kratos is in, and it's like, oh.
I think I saw a mod on a short form content like on IG or TikTok or somewhere where I saw like a mod of like Kratos in Halo or some other stuff. Like there's some crazy like crossover, and I'm like, Kratos in Halo, and I'm like, I don't know if that's just asking for destruction for those Spartans and other alien creatures, or what?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know who will survive. And just imagine those crazy storyline, or like battle versus shit. Like, I'm not always into that, but just imagine, like, yo, that's Kratos and Halo. Like, I want a whole fucking whirlpool of just trying to imagine how would I work. And I'm like, you know what? I'm good. Brain, stop trying to have like 10 tablets in your head and type of screens and see how the power levels of this will go. Like, what? I'm good. I get you.
See, now I need to see Kratos taking down one of those giant spider things from Halo. Just like, oh!
Just drag that shit out.
Zeus, your son is on the
But yeah, I always try, if I ever get the chance in San Francisco, I'm in this public space now. I get to say it, guys. If you're intimidated by modern, that is the scariest thing. Step one is always the scariest. Give it time. Work your way. Ask questions. You're going to figure it out and you'll be okay. Because when you start when you start digging in the mines throughout Game Banana's website of all the mods, you discover the treasure trove. You find amazing things, such as Donkey Kong, but he's Super Saiyan 4. Just saying, it's the good stuff.
Somehow every character turns into a yellow form or white form. It just makes it OP. We have Donkey Kong, we have fucking Sonic, Shadow, we have all these characters just turn into old form. But
It's good stuff.
I love the gaming. I love the content that you've been consuming. Because great thing is that Vash here is gonna have it short as hell. Cause look, in gaming,
Did you have time to even do anything?
I don't know. My wife joked around this week. She came back and said, "Hey, so let's watch some more One Piece." She did. I said, "No." I'm like, "Okay." So when she moved, she's like, "Movie. I need to see 2 movies." I'm like, "I copy." She's like, "Yo." So quick thing. One Piece. We did watch at least 6 episodes this week. We went from One Piece episode 979 to 985. We're about to reach 1,000. I'm glad. The reason I kept saying 1,000 is because I literally was there at New York Comic Con or Anime NYC in this past couple years. I forgot when was it that I saw episode 1,000 at a convention. I saw episode 1,000. I was there for the experience with Toei and everything to release that episode 1,000. So I technically haven't seen episode 99 and before on. Now I'm almost there to close that gap. So I'm like, finally, almost there. So can't wait to see how that goes.
I need to know how she feels about episode 1015, because that's the episode that
Year 5?
adapted. It adapted chapter 1,000.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that's. Yeah.
So that's good to know, because I also started to do what we discussed a couple weeks ago, that I started to read the manga. So I'm on chapter 975. So I'm catching up to where I'm at in the anime, so I could see and see the cover pages, things I've missed. So I'm trying to do a little both. I gotta be behind, but not that I'm doing better with my time management and just getting into stuff done. So I'm happy I'm able to get into the One Piece manga and everything. It just feels good to read. Like, I was there reading. I'm like, shit, it's been a while. Of course, I see the critiqueness that this motherfucker was spread the panels of like 25 things, and then you have to zoom in and see like small lines of what we know what it's trying to show us. But then you're in the head like, oh, look, can you stop stretching shit? Where's my double pages where we used to get before Wano and shit? I get it, those complaints over the past couple years, but still, it's been fun reading overall. Also, that's one thing that's been enjoyable in the One Piece, in the manga overall. Watch. I said watch. I feel like I'm gramming. Saying watch. Watch light novels. Read.
Yeah, watch those light novels as they just sit there on the bookshelf and you never read them.
I'm
Throw
like
the novels at the TV.
I meant to say, read Witch Riv, because I'm reading the chapters, and read Ichi the Witch.
Yes. Yes.
So many witch things in the same sentence I'm trying to say, so I'm not trying to get tongue twists.
Manga, so much time.
So many tongue twists right now. I'm like, whoo, breathe slowly. But that's my manga. That's my anime. Now, slow thing about gaming, because gaming is life. Me and the guys have been playing a lot of games this week. Graham, myself, Nate. I'm trying to plan Call of Duty and Fortnite streams, guys. Chat twitch.tv/AniMa W3 Studio. We're gonna start doing that in December or earliest of January. Fortnite is definitely possible. We're just gonna alternate plan stuff. Next season is Harry Potter season, I believe is what was the rumor, or SpongeBob. It was something like that. Stranger Things got added, so that's pretty cool. However, Call of Duty is fun but stressful. The skill-based matchmaking sucks ass. Like, I gotta fix your shit. One thing I'm saying. I'm not gonna give Call of Duty more time than it should be.
You have fun with Call of Duty.
Is it fun when you're screaming? No. I would say it was fun. It's just having. Look, anybody join Discord if you want to hear our good team member and YouTube content creator, member NK, scream at people. I'm saying in a very positive encouragement way is what I would say.
Sure.
But the fun thing that I wanted to talk about and discuss was the movies. I watched a fucking fun movie. I don't know how anybody feels about it. I don't know if you guys have watched it. It's Now You See Me 1 and 2. Have you guys seen it?
I saw both, but only once. I only remember the insane shit that happens in both.
So I rewatched with wifey because Now You See Me 3 is out finally. And guess what? They finally used the title of saying Now You See Me, Now You Don't. They finally used that title. And I'm like, thank God. It took you 3 movies to finally do it. But, I will say, I love these actors that did the movie of Now You See Me. It's Jesse Eisenberg, Mark Ruffalo, and Woody Harrelson. So good as these actors. I can't say about Now You See Me 3, but Now You See Me, both of them has been very damn solid about the believable magic and how it's done in the lore of how magic also has been there, how it's executed, and how it's about the illusion, and how I felt like magic is such an overbroad word, but then there's branches under it. There's illusion. There's mentalist tricks. All those little things and trying to escape. Like, all those fall under the tree of magic, and I love that. My wife asked me during this conversation of us watching the movie and everything that do I believe in magic? I'm like, if I believe in faith, I believe there has to be magic behind it, because it's like, hey, if you have some type of faith, there has to be some type of a power or some type of energy behind it. So is there magic? Yeah. Do we us humans have magic? I don't know. That's a different thing. But is there magic in our world? I would like to believe so. I hope so. Are there action magicians that do their shit? Yeah. I just don't try to put too much thought into it, because at the end of the day, there's a line that said in the movie, is like, once you start questioning, you lose the passion and you lose the idea of, is it real or not? And I like that, like to know, and like the questioning of the card trick of, and I love how they always focus is that you gotta look closer, but the more closer you look is the more they're trying to trick you, because the trick is here is what they're trying to tell you the point, but the trick is actually happening all the way over here, and I like that. Just the way both movies executed that. And like Trevor said, the fucking heist type of shit they do, in my head, by the second movie, I was there, I was like, This is just Fast and Furious, just without the cars, but with the heist, but with magic. That's what it is. If you really think about it, bro. In the first movie, they are literally trying to expose like fucking $1 billion people trying to rob, regular citizens, and doing it in such a big glamorous way, and it just looks like they're entertainers. But in Fast and Furious, it's all about family. And Now You See Me is all about entertainment. So I don't know, like, that's how I saw the second one. The high shit in the second one, if anybody remembers, the card shit, like the card trick of going around the vaults, that's one of my favorite scenes. Like, still watching it, I was like, yo, is it believable? Fuck no. But you just have to disbelieve it that a card going through the route of a vault and escaping through a hairpin and trying to balance the card and have it go around your body. I don't know, like, that's just find it just fascinating.
Dude, it's just to give, like, these movies can get really crazy, and just to the point where, like, they have the power to make Mark Ruffalo a plot twist and make it entertaining.
Yes,
that is the level of what they're committed to.
That too, and then have Morgan Freeman from the beginning of the first one to the second one actually be like, I've always been watching. I'm actually the eye. I'm like, bro, my girl was thrown off because I was rewatching with her. She was rewatching as well, but she just forgot. So at the same time, I felt like my wife just was watching it for the first time again, because by the end of the second one, because we saw it last night, she was like, oh wow, he was part of along the whole time. I'm like, in my head, it sucks that when I rewatch stuff, I may forget. It's been years, but while the story's progressing, I start to remember, or my brain will get triggered. So during when Morgan Freeman was hiding with the cops, like in London, and he was like, yeah, I was just waiting here. I'm like, oh yeah, my brain remember he's part of the eye. That's how he's been watching them. He's actually part of the best friend that tied. And I'm like, yes, he's the Houdini version of this. It's how they work together. This is kind of reference in the magic world. Yes. And then that's when they connect all together. And I'm like, I just love it, just seeing them. And just seeing Mark Ruffalo, I'm like, yo, is he a bad actor? No, he just don't get good roles, or he just, I don't know what it is. But just seeing him in this role, it just work. I don't know if I don't know if he is in the third one. But just in both of them, he was so good. Like, you felt the emotional part of him being a son that lost his father, part of a trick, and him trying to fix himself in the second one, and understanding the trick, like, hey, I have a trick under my sleeve, and then finding out it was to watch all those little small things. It just makes sense, and it just fits together. And I don't care if people say in the Rotten Tomatoes saying that's a 50% in the second one. I'm like, fuck off. That's just a fucking solid 8 or 9 out of 10 for me. That's just still good.
Yeah, I'm sure it's a lot of fun. One day I'll watch them. One day. We'll see if I ever have the time to do anything.
I do recommend it. It. If you make the time.
It is fun.
Oh, yeah. They always look fun. They just look kind of turn your brain off, kind of entertainment. Like, okay, you know what? I could just put this on and be like, okay, ooh, look at all this action going on. Ooh, look at this magic going on. Like, I don't need to, I mean, I'll focus on the plot, obviously, but like, I don't need to like hyper focus on it. Oh, that's fun. Like, kind of like, I'm glad you said something about like the Fast and Furious movies, because that's basically the Fast and Furious movies. It's like, all right, go watch your fun action movie of these space cars. Why are they in space? Okay, cool, neat. This series used to be about car racing. Okay.
One of my favorite scenes is in Fast and Furious is when Tyrese just goes to Ludacris like, yo, are we like superhumans? Because like I got like mad people just shooting at me, and I didn't get one bullet. I feel like I'm just superhuman. I love how you question.
Just the main character.
I just love how you question the most obvious thing that us audience know. Like, yes, bro, we're questioning. You guys are street thugs and somehow are versing these type of black ops and somehow winning against them.
It's fine.
Question that too. But yes, Nice Seeing Me 2, Nice Seeing Me 1. I hope to see the third one sometime soon, but hopefully the time is there, because me and my wife, we really want to. We want to see 2 movies this weekend or this month if we get the chance. It's Nice Seeing Me 3 and Also, Wicked for Good that we will be talking about very shortly. So I do want to see it, but highly recommend for anybody to go check it out. 1 and 2, enjoyable, great magic tricks. And Jesse Eisenberg is amazing. Morgan Freeman is awesome, and fucking Dave Franco. Dave Franco's fucking hilarious as well. He's in the movie, so if you like him, you will enjoy it. He's the type of asshole prick that he's always been in like the smooth, flirtatious guy that he is. So I fuck with him.
Good.
Other than that,
Good.
that's the end of our Otaku Parlor. Now let's get into. Sadly, I don't have the soundboard for it, but the big news in Buzz Central.
Big news. There we go. I did it for you.
Thank you
Aren't
very
you
much.
proud of me? Aren't you
Now,
proud of me, Daddy?
Yes. Yes, my good son. Let's sit down in the lounge and hear what has happened in the latest media. Get ready to dive into the latest buzz, hottest news, and our split opinions on everything entertainment. Now, for the first one, it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a huge conversation, a huge debate, and I'm going to pass it to Whawkins to start us off on what it is for the most sweatiest debate that we may have. It is the Game Awards nominations.
That's right. We got the nominations for the Game Awards. I don't think I'm going to go through each category here because I'm going to be honest. Best esports game. Do any of us really care about that?
Go Fortnite, I guess.
I guess maybe, but I mean the biggest one, Game of the Year. Here are your nominations. We have Claire Obscure, Expedition 33. We have Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong Bonanza, Hades 2, Hollow Knight Silk Song, and for some dumbass reason, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Why is that stupid? Well, where's Ghost of Yote? How dare they skip off it on that?
I knew to be upset about that. Was a second of
Kingdom Come on here. No. Oh, but yeah,
Kingdom Come was a good game.
Following.
I have beef with you. Kingdom Come was good, all right?
Great, awesome. No,
But
heard nothing about it all year. You could say it's a good game, awesome.
It was at the beginning of
There's,
the
like,
year. Of
almost
course you didn't
no-
hear about it all year.
when it comes,
People are still playing about Expedition 33, so it's
That was
like,
at the
okay,
middle of
there
the
you
year.
go.
hey, it just shows the
That was,
popular
like,
of
toward the
this.
beginning of the year, dude.
I know Ghost of Yote was definitely snubbed, and I felt bad. I know people are very happy for Hollow Knight. I know the studio is very proud.
Mhm.
Donkey Kong, I'm very happy. At least was a shout out. Hades 2, glad it was a shout out because I love Hades 1. Haven't touched Hades 2. I will one day eventually. I'm shocked about Death Stranding. On that one, I know we will talk about that as well. There's another news involving that, but for Death Stranding, it just looks great in the
Yeah.
graphics. That's all I've heard. Great, like about the story, but I don't know much about that. But Claire Obscure, congrats on Claire Obscure, and I know it's gonna sweep. I know it's gonna sweep a lot. That's what I'm saying.
It's more than likely going to sweep.
I have a bit of a hot take when it comes to Expedition 33. I have a feeling, and I think I shared this with you specifically a while back.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that Expedition 33 is going to sweep every category except Game of the Year. I think, honestly, the momentum that Silk Song and Hades 2 have had, it feels more... It feels like it's always at the topic of conversation, whereas Expedition 33 is like, oh, let's celebrate this game, but it's kind of in the background, where the real vocal majority right now is like, yeah, Silk Song, or yeah, Hades 2. I feel like those two are the competitors, but if Expedition 33 wins, I'll be happy.
Mhm.
I'm going to be happy with pretty much everything winning, except for probably Deliverance and Death Stranding 2.
Yeah, like, I mean, really, there's only just the one outlier for Game of the Year. Everything else, like I see on the list, I'm just like, you know what? I could see you win. Like,
Yeah.
I could see the argument for a lot of them. It's just,
I would vote Bonanza.
Bias.
King K rule. That's my reason for Bonanza at the end.
Understood.
Dude,
For
that reveal was great.
for the next one, the best game direction. I know that you're happy about that one. At least Ghost of Yote got involved there.
Yeah. Expedition 33 is there, though.
Yeah, I know.
True.
Split Fiction, I'm
Split
shocked.
Fiction's there, though.
Yeah, I was
there.
about to say Split Fiction.
But I'm impressed by that because it should be there. Even though I haven't played the game, I've seen my friend I've seen my friend Graham and a few others play this game, Split Fiction, and as a guy that understands what's the point of the story and you know with the direction, that is very smart how they handle this up. If Split Fiction does win, I would not be shocked because of how it's handled and how you could play 2-person co-op and how, you know, with the way it switches, like a lot of the things that how it's handled, I am impressed by the establishment, how it's done. So I would say that I would not be shocked of being there. And if it does win, I would not be shocked either.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another one. I just look at the nominees. I'm just like, okay, you know what? Yeah, fair for each one on there.
All right. So
Feels
well,
like-
yeah, go ahead, Trevor.
Well, yeah,
I feel like 33 is there.
yeah. There's that.
I want to root for Split Fiction, but I feel like 33 is gonna take it.
Yeah, it's kind of hard because like a lot of these, like, you know, for example, best narrative here. I mean, a lot of the same contenders here, you know, 33, Death Stranding, Kingdom Come, Ghost of Yote, Silent Hill.
That's an interesting one.
Silent Hill.
Yeah, Trevor, do you have more to say on that one? Because like I didn't.
It
hear too
hurts.
much. Yeah.
It hurts because, look, I'm happy that people still recognize Silent Hill as the series it is. It's like seeing an old friend from high school. It's like, oh, you're still kicking and we still remember all the good times and you're still bringing new stuff. At the same time, cursed damn it, Expedition 33 is on the list. And it's definitely more relevant than Silent Hill F, at least in all the circles I've been in. So that's just, I feel like I know where that award's going.
And the same thing for the best art direction. For outstanding creative and technical achievement, we have Expedition 33, Death Stranding, Ghost of Yote, Hades 2, and Hollow Knight. So like all great options, which again, I don't know much about Death Stranding. Like the other four, I understand why they're there. Death Stranding, don't know much, so I can't critique or have much thoughts on it. The other four, I know a bit information, but Stranding and as a Kingdom Come is where two are like I can't comment much. It's just two like I've barely heard many of my peers or people talk about. Only then Graham and my friend Majin that start to speak about it now more recently when the Game Awards got announced. So it's like before when that game was out or something, I barely heard like a whole desert like nobody speaking about it.
Yeah, I feel like Death Stranding 2 has been put on here because of the Kojima influence.
Yeah.
Which I never blame.
Yeah. I mean, I don't either. Cuz like a lot of what I heard about Death Stranding 2, it was very similar to the first one. In a lot of aspects, but again, that's just from hearsay and hearing other people talking about it, not being able to experience it on my own. So that's really the thoughts I have on that one.
The score music one. How do you guys feel about that? Because I know with Hades music, they've always been awesome. Ghost of Yote, I don't know much about, so I know you could give comment that. However, I've heard Expedition 33 soundtrack, and that's fucking phenomenal. Haven't played the game, but I've heard of the soundtrack, and that one's phenomenal as hell.
I'm torn between Silk Song, Hades 2, and 33. I'll admit it. I did not listen to Yote. I did not listen to the Death Stranding 2, but what I've heard in our main three, the big three of these votes, so to say, right now, it's really hard to figure out like who do I want to vote for, because Hades 2 is like Greek rock. You can't really go wrong.
Yeah.
Expedition 33 is like, let me be beautiful. I'm like, oh yeah, I recognize your beauty. And then Silk Song's like, hey, you guys want some more Hollow Knight? Yeah!
Well, like, so so I haven't heard Silk Song or Hades 2 yet, but so I'll take your word for that. But like, when it comes to Expedition 33, it has like that beauty that you were talking about as well, where there's also some tracks that's like, okay, this is kind of like lo-fi-ish, so it's like I can hear this, listen to this in the background, but like then it also has these tracks that are just epics. You know, like you think of like the most epic orchestral soundtrack you can hear of, that's some of Expedition 33's music right there. But it can also quickly and very subtly too at times really go back down into this like quiet, peaceful sound and just music going on. So I would not be, and this is coming from somebody that, you know, also really like Ghost of the Yote's soundtrack too. But yeah, Expedition 33 again kind of clears that. But again, I would need to listen to Silk Song in Hades too, which, you know, again, the Greek rock, I'm glad you said something about that, because I know I can hear that in my head. Like, okay, you know it? Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
And I want to say, if anyone wants to hear the soundtracks in full, pretty sure you can find them on YouTube. You can also find and own them through bandcamp.com. This video is sponsored by Bandcamp.
I didn't know that's
dude. Very, very quick tangent. Bandcamp is iTunes, but kind of perfected in a little bit. They have their own app. It is exactly like iTunes. You buy an album, you buy a song, it is yours. So long as you remember your account info, the song is forever yours. I've had themes from like over 5 or 6 years ago, and it's never changed. It's just good stuff.
I wasn't aware about that. That's pretty fire. How do we feel about the audio design? Because I didn't expect for Battlefield 6 to be there.
I mean, copy and paste what I said about the soundtrack, really.
Same.
I might actually give the edge to Yote with this, mainly because not only do you have like the simple shamisen stuff that you can traverse the world with, but it also does give you the other option of, what is it, I forgot the guy's name. Again, I'm horrible with names, Swiss cheese memory and all that. It also has the option for the lo-fi hip hop version, and that just like it'll, you know, play the lo-fi hip hop beats throughout the traversal and all that, but it will change into like different beats when like you're fighting somebody or if you're like doing a duel or anything. So it's a really good contrast as well. But I mean, for me, I didn't personally like it just because it kind of took me out of the game. But that's just more of a personal thing with that. But I would probably give it to Yote because there are some aspects like, I mean, I don't know if this really counts for audio because it's kind of also on the physical aspect with the DualSense controller and all that. But with like some of the sound effects, so like, for example, there are times where like you have these wolf den missions where like you have to help this wolf find its pack and save their family and all that stuff. You know, cool, neat, awesome. But like whenever the wolf growls around you, your controller does vibrate, but it's not like a vibration like, oh look, the controller's vibrating. Great, awesome. No, it actually kind of feels like a growl. So like if you're ever holding petting a dog or something and it's kind of giving you like a light growl, it almost feels very similar to that. It was the first time I've heard it and felt it. It kind of took me out. I was just like, wait, whoa, hold, no. Oh my God. My heart kind of skipped a beat a little bit. I'm like, oh, I felt like there was a legit animal here. Oh my God, what? And that's something I didn't really get with Expedition 33, which again, like the environments there, you still get that sense, but there was just something different with Yote. And that could also be because I played Expedition 33 on my Xbox compared to my PS5, so that could also be a difference there. But I would probably give the edge to Yote there. And again, I don't know if audio design really coincides with like the physical aspect of the controller vibration or anything, but I mean, just that alone kind of enhanced it for me.
Okay. Should we do the best performance or we can move on to the next ones?
I mean, there's like 3 people that are in Expedition 33, so it's like, okay.
I do want to say,
surprised Indiana Jones is in there.
I am literally about to comment. It's going to be hilarious if Troy Baker wins, because not to knock his credentials as an actor, but oh my God, he only has one way of performing Indiana Jones, and it's the same kind of impersonation that everyone gives of Indiana Jones. They do the same kind of gruffle trick. It's the same. It's that throughout the entire game. And again, I am upset that the main villain, the super eccentric German guy, was not nominated for best performance because he was amazing and funny.
Yes, I believe you. I believe you're just telling us about that. But I do know that the contenders are Ben Starr and Charlie Cox. From what I've been seeing a lot on the timeline for
Mhm.
for the best performance.
I'll throw my vote for Jennifer English. She's pretty good.
There you go.
We could go on to the next one. Let's go with best ongoing.
That's
Can I just
ongoing.
say-
All right, let me get to that real quick.
Yes.
For voice actor, it is absolutely Ben Starr. It's not even close. The other Charlie Cox was okay, but he died before like the halfway point of the game. When no one cares. And Jennifer.
Spoiler alert, by the way.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Spoiler alert.
And Jennifer English, she Shadowheart again, so it's not really impressive. Ben Starr was a masterpiece. Is all I'm saying. Okay, I'm done. I'm done for the rest of the
That's all.
Damn
good.
you, man, God.
Yep.
Let's go with the best ongoing. We got
Aye.
Final Fantasy 16. We got Fortnite, Helldivers 2, Marvel Rivals, and a game that I don't think I've ever heard of, meant No Man's Sky.
all right, boys
Oh, you've
and
heard of No Man's
girls.
Sky. You've
Oh.
heard of No Man's
I
Sky.
also don't recall.
Especially its drop.
I don't even know how nuclear of a take this is. I am voting Fortnite on one reason and one reason alone. That Simpsons Battle Pass that me,
Yes.
Whawkins, and Edens, and our other friend Alex, and we've been playing. We were just, because usually when you play Fortnite, you're just like, all right, we're on the same kind of map, and we're gonna have broken weapons, and we're gonna have it's the same thing every time. It's like, oh, well, this time you're playing in Springfield, and it's just full of references to the show.
Yes.
And every like few days there's like new characters from the show. Like just yesterday they put in Ichi and Scratchy, and a couple days before that they put in Mo as skins you could just buy. It's like what?
That-
Wait,
And they're also adding characters from Stranger Things. They also had early this year the Star Wars theme they had early this year. That was a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
So like I'll say Fortnite is also my take as well. But I think it's gonna win to Marvel Rivals because they had a lot of seasons this year and a lot of announcement with characters going into the game, Blade and a few others, the Fantastic Four. And the game literally is about to reach its 1-year anniversary. So I think that's why it's gonna be winning.
if only it could perform well on PC.
Oh,
Yeah.
sad days.
I only
And I
played
mean,
it 2
best
times.
Best community sport is
Baldur's
kind of, I don't know. I feel like that's kind of the same, but I don't know that some of these games I don't even play. Really.
I feel like
I really
Baldur's
do want to
Gate-
go into Baldur's Gate though.
I think Baldur's Gate 3 would actually win this one.
Well, haven't
Yeah,
they won the last couple of the
Didn't
best
it win
community
it?
support? I think it's been winning the last 2 years, I believe, the same category from the top of my head.
I'd have to go back.
Yeah, same.
Because my vote would either be Baldur or Helldivers 2, because the people that love Helldivers 2, they love Helldivers 2.
Hmm.
The next
Oh.
one, best independent game, is interesting
Oh,
because it's clear obscure.
Yeah.
Hades, Hollow Knight, and then I haven't heard of the other 3: Blueprint, Ball X Pit,
So
and Absalom. I think it's pronounced.
absolute.
So I haven't really
Absalom
heard
was
those
fun.
first two, like the Absalom Ball Pit. I have heard good things about Blueprints. Again, I haven't really gone into it or anything. The other 3, I mean, again, copy and paste what we've pretty much already said tonight about them. But I have heard some really good things about Blueprints. Apparently, it does have some sort of standing, so we'll have to see what happens there when it comes to like voting and all that.
I'm glad that, there are times where the Game Awards, even though we make all the memes about them, when they show us new choices, like, oh,
Yes.
hey, Absalom, and it's like, what's this? Maybe I'll give it a shot
Yes.
if it's actually ranked.
Yes, that's something that I do agree on because, of course, I know about Hades. Of course, I know about Hollow Knight and Expedition 33. But other 3 games, I didn't know about. Blueprints, Ball X Pit, I didn't know about them. So now I can search them up. I can see the trailer, see if, play. Even Manga Graham said that it's a sleeper hit as well. So there's options. So that's good to know about that.
Yeah, and then there's best debut indie game, which
Oh, I see the winner right there.
Which one? Is it Dispatch or Clear Obscure?
Yeah, Dispatch.
You think it's going to win?
I feel like Dispatch
If
would
it-
win it.
Yeah, if it does, it's part of it might be recency bias, which
agreed.
Okay, fine, because it is still good, at least from the most I've played of it. Yeah, we also got Blueprints and Expedition 33 and a game called Despelot or Despelote.
Yeah, I saw the trailer or something of it, but I just don't know too much to really give any thoughts. But I heard of it.
Okay. Yeah.
So that's mobile game. Wait, Sonic Rumble? I didn't know about this.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think
I know who's gonna win this.
This is Uma Musume.
Uma Musume, yep.
Yeah,
Uma
Uma
Musume is gonna win this. It's definitely gonna be
is
Uma.
that the waifu? Is that the
horse?
famous waifu derby that Skeletor played?
Yeah. Bro, literally, I believe like 2 or 3 of my friends were playing it all on a call. I believe it was Manga Graham. I believe Manja was one of them, or I believe like 2 other people was playing it. And I'm like, are they dead? Oh, also our friend Sophie was playing it. And I believe somebody asked if Nate, our friend member, is gonna play. They was like, fuck no, I'm gonna watch it, yeah, but play? Nah.
Sorry,
I think I broke Whawkins.
No, because I can hear it in my head. We'll send a link later of this Skeletor animation. It's from this. It's just a bit in this video, but it's literally Skeletor playing Uma Musume, and he's just like yelling at the screen. He's just like
in a different language. He's like, move.
Oh wow. Okay.
VR game.
Tom Christie, that is the name of the channel. I believe it is Skeletor Hates the State of Bungie. Go ahead and give it a watch.
A big shout out. Go ahead and watch.
Oh, Trevor, we have to watch some of that after this.
Fine,
But
I'm fine with that.
About the mobile game, how we feeling, guys?
I'm very biased towards Sonic, so
I didn't even know they existed about Sonic Rumble. Honestly, I didn't know that it was a thing. So that's
it's a game.
I don't have any comments about best VR. So we could just skip.
I don't know.
I got nothing.
Best action game.
Action game. I mean, a few others
I guess
that
Hades
haven't
too.
been around.
But
Yeah.
Doom is also a good
You got Doom
contender.
of Dark Ages.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
contender. The Shinobi
Ninja
Art
Gaiden
of
4.
Vengeance. I haven't heard of that one.
I keep meaning to play that, but everything I've been hearing and seeing looks a lot of fun.
I haven't heard of it, so that's good to
good.
hear that at least
Perfect.
has some good type of word of mouth. So that's good. Best action adventure. Oh, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. I did download the game on my Xbox Game Pass because I do have it. So I did download it so I could just have a chill game to play with. I'm gonna see if it's good or not. So who knows?
I don't want to say it's the best, but man, is it funny.
Hey, I can't wait. I will come back on our show in a couple of weeks and let you know how is it. I'm still playing Prince of Persia Crown Jewel. So I'm still playing that one.
Ooh.
But Thriller Fiction, that's also an interesting one being there as well, because I know that's a possible. That is definitely an adventure game. So who knows on that one?
I'm going to give it to Ghost of Yote. I don't want to give everything to Silksong. Go Yote.
How we doing about best RPG? Because we have Auto's World 2, heard of it, seen clips of it. Monster World WoW, I'm shocked that a Monster Hunter game is here. And Avowed?
Avowed?
Avowed? Yeah, Avowed.
Yeah.
I swear I've heard of this game before, but that was it.
Haven't heard of it. Don't know what it is. And Kingdom Come again is here. I don't know. Maybe best RPG?
33.
I think it's 33. Yeah, for best RPG, if it's going by what the genre is, I think Expedition 33. But also, I've seen the gameplay of Kingdom Come. I think that's also a good contender. Both are there. Best fighting. Oh shit.
Here we go.
That Mortal Kombat right there.
Oh, I'm about to rant about that, but the nominees are 2XKO, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, and Virtual Fighter 5 Revo World Stage. Just to get it out of the way, I'm really hoping Mortal Kombat does not win. And if anyone wants to know why, this is another shout out. Everyone check out Maximilian Dude playing Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection. I believe it's like an over an hour long video, but it is the purest form of watching a man lose his happiness as he plays the game.
Damn.
It is like, I mean, a lot of Legacy games are like, oh wow, look at these extras, look at these behind the scenes and all this art, oh my god, all this behind the scenes stuff. And then you get to the gameplay, you know, the thing that the game is supposed to celebrate. You get to the gameplay, it's like, oh, you're a laggy mess. Oh, you don't know how combos work. Oh, you don't know anything. Oh,
Yeah.
no. Honestly, I have not. I keep meaning to try out 2XKO. That probably has a good shot, especially because they've been teaming up with Arcane, putting in characters. I know that Jinx and Echo in there. I don't know if I's in there. Maybe I don't know, but I keep hearing about that game. I feel like Fatal Fury is the way to go, if not Capcom. I think those two are the best contenders.
6KO, I see that being a
Okay.
possibility of winning because of the hype and also being, you know, part of the League of Legends. It's just that I don't know if the casual audience would know just 2XKO being part of Arcane / you know, part of League of Legends. So I don't know if also the casual audience would know that on top of their head.
Yeah, the only reason I'm even gonna say Capcom Collection 2 has a chance is just because like it's a collection of games, and I don't know if it plays well, but if they do play well, it has a good shot.
But hey, how about that best family category?
Oh, here we go.
Oh, what is it? Oh,
Where we
okay.
got-
Lego Party,
where we
Lego
got-
Voyager? I forgot that came out.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Oh my god, I forgot that came out.
Oh boy,
How could you forget, dude? It's so much fun.
it is.
Donkey Kong Bonanza is also on there, which good. Split Fiction, hey, awesome, fantastic. And then you've got Mario Kart World.
Out, away, Sean.
I don't know which one is
man.
gonna win as a family game here, but I think it might be Mario Kart World or Donkey Kong.
I want Sonic to win.
Hey, I hope it does.
Everyone
Best of
keeps
luck.
making the comparisons. Everyone keeps saying it's like, oh yeah, compared to Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing, oh my god, it's just better. It's like, yes, good.
Yeah.
Dethrone
And then Kirby Air
Nintendo.
Riders came out.
Oh yeah,
And
Kirby
then
Air Riders.
Kirby Air Riders came out. And
That
it's like,
sucks
well,
too.
I wish you were nominated.
You didn't get the chance to get nominated. That's crazy.
Hey, I'm just happy it's out. I waited 23 years or just 20 years in general just for that game to come out. I'm happy.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else do we have left for the awards? I think that's that.
There's Sim.
Do we have
Racing, which also has like the two kart racers, along with
Sonic?
F1.
I never played that one
um,
game, but I do want to.
I haven't either. Yeah.
That's multiplayer. Arc Raiders.
Yeah.
Heard of Arc Raiders? Haven't played it, but
Oh.
heard of it.
I
Peak.
think
With
Peak
multiplayer,
is here
yeah.
too. That's funny.
I feel like Peak would win it if not Split Fiction.
But Arc Raiders should have been nominated for Game of the Year. What are you talking about?
That's just your
I just
opinion,
see
sir.
Peak winning because I literally had a lot of my friends
Oh,
playing Peak, like a good 6-8 of them playing Peak and also playing with mods too. And I'm just here watching anime. I'm like, I'm not gonna join you, but yeah, it's just like. And what sucks is that when you're on the phone call with them and they all mute themselves because they're all playing within the voice chat of the game and the proximity, so you're just there by yourself. Like, I was just talking to like 6 people, and now they're all gone.
oh, tragic. But hey, what about Best Adaptation?
This is one that I'm eager to talk about because we have.
Minecraft movie.
I don't see a winner among any of these, but we have a Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry, Splinter Cell Death Watch, The Last of Us Season 2, and Until Dawn. I've not seen Splinter Cell. If I had to give a winner, probably Last of Us Season 2, but it's really picking your poison at this rate.
Yeah. Yeah, like yeah. Also, a lot of people are pissed that Sonic 3 is not on here because it apparently was within the time window.
Oh, it was?
Yeah,
Oh, yes?
yeah. See, that's why people were making such a stink about it because, like, I forgot what it was. It might have been Indiana Jones. Like when that came out, it was still within like the time window. There was something. I probably should have looked it up before.
Indiana Jones on the game came out in 2024 December, so it's still being considered.
Yep, that's what it was.
So it's interesting that
Sonic 3 is not in here.
That is interesting.
I would have taken Sonic 3 over Minecraft movie any day.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we know what's going to win. It's the Minecraft movie because it was absurdly popular.
My choice of this is Devil May Cry, just because I'm a Dante fan.
I'll probably.
I don't blame you.
With season 2, just because of. I mean, say what you want again about the story, blah blah, all that stuff. But I feel like the actors at least portrayed their roles very well, and that alone can carry something. So it could win, but yeah, Minecraft movie is probably gonna win just because of how popular and how much of a meme that became in a movie theater. But you know.
Yeah, but now the question for you guys: what do you think will actually come out next year? Will it be Grand Theft Auto finally being released?
Please.
Will it be Marvel Wolverine? Resident Evil, most likely this one will come out, or The Witcher 5, I believe, or 4?
4, yeah.
I find it cute that a 007 game is being competed with Grand Theft Auto and Wolverine. That's just cute.
They're trying. They at least put it there as a contender because I'm like, yo, the two that will win is either Grand Theft Auto or Wolverine. I'm gonna be honest; those are the two that will win.
Grand Theft Auto's gonna win just because it's already a meme of how long we've been waiting, and everyone's already like, oh yeah, I just want this game to come out. Wolverine, cool, but oh my god, Grand Theft Auto, when's that game gonna come out? Arg.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. But I think that's about it for the categories, right? Because that's all I saw.
Yeah, pretty much.
Does anyone care for Content Creator of the Year at all, or nah?
Not really. I mean, Kai Cenat's there. That would be cool.
Yeah.
If you want.
Most critical, the burnt peanut. I don't know the burnt peanut. Sakura, Miko, and Kadro? I'm sorry.
Something like that.
Hey,
that's all the nominees for the Game Awards. Vash, what about our next segment when we're dealing with anime and manga news?
yes, to what used to be called the name of the show, Anime Lately. This is our segment for the anime and manga news. And still talking about kind of game related, we have a Death Stranding anime adaptation happening. It's gonna be interesting, and if you guys want to know the information, an original anime series based on the Death Stranding has been officially announced. The Death Stranding Isolations is the working title, coming exclusively to Disney Plus. Yes, you heard it. The streaming service Disney Plus in 2027. Executive producer Hideo Kojima, director Takayuki Sano, and the original creator design Ika Koshikuvu. I think I pronounced that, and it's by E&H Production. I'm gonna search of what have they done before because I don't know. But how you guys feeling about the Death Stranding? Are you guys excited, even though none of us have played the game or aware of it?
I'm aware of the story for Death Stranding, and honestly, if you were to give it a TV format in the right hands, I'd say that would be a key to success there, because I think one of the main complaints against the game was that it was just absurdly boring, traveling from one place to the other. But it was a game. It was a game that's like, oh, it really is the journey and the destination all in one beautiful package. Like, all right, now if we could just streamline that, you might have a winner.
Yeah. For those that don't know what the production, I know that Whawkins will be excited. This production studio is doing also the Undead Unluck Winter Arc adaptation. This is the same studio that's doing that, and they did the animation.
Please tell me y'all saw that trailer today.
We're gonna talk about it.
It looks good.
We're gonna talk about it in a moment. Shoot. But this is the same studio that has done both of this. So by their poster, looks very well. We have a blonde character and everything, and it's a character with red eyes and everything, and has the little hair curve that they do always. And they have the history of the bullet animation, which that also looks good. but on the Unluck trailer that we'll talk about in a moment. So I feel like they're already starting off in a good well. In 2024, they did the animation called The Ninja Kumai. I believe that was part of Warner Brothers.
Okay. I'd have to look up the pictures for that and all that. So,
But are you excited about this Whawkins for Death Stranding as well? Happy.
yeah, I think my only worry is mainly because kind of like what Trevor was saying, like the whole part of the game is experiencing the journey. I'm wondering how they're going to be able to, if they're going to be able to accurately get that across through the anime medium. I mean, not saying, bad faith with it or anything, just, let's see how they do with that aspect of it. Because, different medium they're going to have to do with. And
I'm glad a lot of games have been getting attention for anime adaptation, like, Cyberpunk, Blade Runner. We have now with this game, Death Stranding. Hopefully we get more of these stories. I've always said it that like Speed Racer or these other type of storytelling should be getting anime adaptation because there's so much more potential with it. But hey, that's not getting in an off tangent. When it comes to Ichi the Witch and Kagurabachi is running a joint campaign. We're having, instead of a big three, we're having a big duo.
Yeah. Give me the tag team, the two kings. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. There you go.
Honestly, the two kings aren't a bad name. Honestly, I saw that as a contender from a few people, and I'm like, you know what? That's actually not bad.
Yeah. Yeah, cool. I mean, Ichi the Witch continues to just get every color page imaginable. So yes, keep up the good momentum.
But I know that Whawkins is excited about this dude because he said, "Fuck Ichi the Witch right now. Let's talk about the greatness of." Undead Unluck had the newest 1 hour special preview for the winter arc that's coming out on December 25 worldwide on Christmas. So if you want to be snuggle up with a hot chocolate and watch a 1 hour special that I'm excited for, and this fucking animation was phenomenal just to see our justice. And I'm not going to say the other opponents was his part because I'm not sure if we have gotten it reviewed during that time yet. So it's just amazing to see how the fight go, the winter arc, and to see Andy. I still haven't seen the season 1 adaptation, by the way. I have read the manga, but now seeing this, it's like, all right, cool. Wednesday, my 3 homeworks for Wednesday, is this: rewatching JJK season 1 and 2, watching Frieren season 1, and watching Undead Unluck season 1. That's my homework for December. That's gonna be a lot.
Yeah, I mean you'll be able to get it through, but yeah, now Undead Unluck. First of all, great series for one. Season 1, they did a really good job animating that or adapting that, excuse me. So very much excited for it. I was a little nervous with David Production not being at the helm for it, that it was going to another studio, at least for this special. But after seeing this preview for it, this trailer, all those are gone. I'm excited for it. I'm happy for it. I'm looking forward to seeing how because that's the thing, like this winter arc, it's a very short arc, like 3 or 4, maybe 5 chapters in the manga. So it's not very long. So having it be a 1 hour OVA or whatever, perfect way to just kind of get it done. So that way, when they do get to season 2, they can focus on the summer arc. They can focus on the spring arc, the little arc that's in between there with whatever Fuko does, and I'm not going to say what that is because spoilers for everybody. But yeah, no, because those are some really banger arcs coming up right after the winter arc, like really good ones, especially spring, like because. With the autumn arc, yeah, that made me shed some tear, at least a single tear when I read it. The anime adaptation, chef's kiss.
Love to hear that. Love to hear
perfect. That. Spring arc though, that's gonna destroy people.
Oh,
it's really good.
Spring 1 is the one with the sakura, right? Is with the sakura.
Yeah, with like the sakura blossoms.
And we see Jin, right? Or not Jin, but it's a fighter dude. We see his past and everything, right?
You see some of that. I think
Shin is his name. Shin.
Arc.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the summer arc.
Okay. Summer.
Yeah, because he has like that big fight there. But yeah, the spring arc though has like a lot of games in it. great, fantastic moment for Fuko as well. See, jogging that memory again. So yeah, very much excited for that. But Trevor, you're anime only. Are you excited for this? Did you get to see this lovely trailer that came out?
I did. I'm pretty excited for it. I still got to play a little catch up, but from what I saw so far, I'm like, ooh,
that's fine.
Ooh, that's my reaction.
Okay.
Yeah, you didn't get spoiled, if I remember where you left off. You didn't get spoiled on too much, so you're.
No, I recognized. I recognized almost everyone.
All right, so that's good that we have that, because there's more information in the animation world that we have the One Punch Man being critiqued. The animators are getting attacked, and that's something that I should say this. Look, I understand that the One Punch Man series don't have the best rep right now, the frames and everything, understandable. But people, I'm not gonna repeat what's been said online by other people, other content creators. I'm gonna just keep it to a buck. Stop harassing, stop attacking the animators. They're just doing the job. It's not their fault that the producers and the executive and the people, the staff, is having horrible work schedule hours that they're not able to execute what they need to do on a job well done. So please do not criticize the animators and attack them and make them feel like shit more than what they already don't sleep for. They're sleeping in their own fucking work desk. There's probably a bed for them in the closet for them to sleep on and just still do the work they do. Just attacking them and let them feel worse than they are. It's not helping the situation. It's making the situation worse. So please be accountable of what you're trying to attack and understand that they're also human beings doing the work that they're getting paid for do. Just because you don't like it or just because it's not to the standards, understand as well. Read the damn fucking source material and see the art. Can you really think that you could copy and paste what the art is trying to portray to the actual animation? It doesn't work like that perfectly. Look at Dr. Stone. The animation is doing still well job for what is being shown, but the source material has beautiful art panels and pages, and it does not copy as well perfectly of what our boy Bochi has done.
Yeah, if you're gonna attack anybody, attack their bosses that give them the deadlines and all that shit. Attack like their bosses and all that, because hey, as Hop Hop once said, eat the rich.
Indeed, it's always a double-edged sword whenever you criticize an anime for its animation, because on one side I feel like it's already well known. It's like, oh well, when you go after the animators, like what you guys said, they are like horribly understocked. They are working under terrible conditions, and they don't really get paid as much for what they do. And we kind of saw an effect with this with One Piece, how it's like, oh yeah, we kind of have to stop with the weekly format. We have to do this seasonal now. It's like, yay, congrats. It's not even just because it's like, oh my god, it's not just for the quality indifference for that one, but oh my goodness, that means animators get to take their time for that specific project. So yeah, whenever you criticize like an anime for the animation, on one hand, it's like, go ahead, call out what's wrong with it. Don't harass the people, but go ahead and call out on that. And hey, maybe if there's enough criticism, then maybe something will change. That's all we can do in the meantime.
I agree, because there's something else that we could talk about, the hypeness that we may be looking forward to. Let's see where it could be up. Is that what are we excited for? Jump Festa 2026 is scheduled for December 2021, and we don't have to break down what exactly are we looking for each thing, but more like what is our top 3 favorites that we're kind of looking forward to. Because one thing I would say is this: I am looking forward for Bleach and Dr. Stone, because Dr. Stone and Bleach will be getting its last core this coming year. So I'm excited for that. Chainsaw Man is getting its own 4. I know they're gonna get a season 2 announcement, so that's what I'm hoping to get maybe here or maybe at least 2027 type announcement. And Arcane Banashi, I don't know much about the story or the source material, but I've heard much great things about the series. So that's one thing I am forward to. And I don't much talk about this or bring it up, but this is my agenda, just like for Whawkins, is Ranger Reject. Mine is fucking read Mission Yuzakura Family, and the anime is good for what it is. I'm hoping we get like a season 2, because I enjoy the series. I'm hoping it gets well adapted and it doesn't get like a slow adaptation, like you have to finish it like within fucking like 10-12 years, but it's wrapped much sooner. So that's something I hope. But those are my excitement for what already has been announced for Jump Festa How about you guys?
I'm looking at the list right now. I'm heavily invested in Dandadan, Bleach. I'm very biased towards Bleach, as Whawkins can back me up on. That's been my favorite of the big three for quite a while. But I don't know how nuclear of a take this is. Rurouni Kenshin. I'm excited to see that anime come back. I'm ecstatic to see what it does. And again, always had to preface this with the statement of I love Rurouni Kenshin. I hate the author for obvious reasons.
Like somebody that works in the industry, what I always try to tell people, try to separate the creator and the media that they're part of.
Absolutely. Always go for that.
I mean, I just kind of look at these lists. The Sunday news is going to be stacked. Like just seeing a lot, like, you know, obviously the Spy Families and all that, but like you got the Demon Slayer on the super stage, Dandadan, Bleach, Akane, Chainsaw Man, One Piece, all that's on the super stage on that Sunday. Their studio, I mean, you got Haikyuu, Black Clover on there. Nothing much with the station and all that. Like there's gonna be some big things coming out and announced that weekend. It's gonna be, we're gonna have a hell of an episode that week. I'm just gonna say that, like, we might want to just dedicate that whole episode just to the super stage. I know we're doing other things too.
Yeah,
with it,
exactly.
But,
I think I was gonna bring up for that episode. We should do like a special, like a 204.5, like a special for that, because I think that would be a good discussion for it, because it's a lot of things coming out. Like, you know, Gintama that Saturday. We're having My Hero Academia as well. So maybe some talk about vigilantes as well may come up. So we have options. So I know things going to be a good type of discussion for that weekend. But I did say earlier that one of the shows I'll be watching the winter season in December will be Frieren season 1. But guess what? Like I mentioned, winter season off the bench. We'll be talking about it for the winter season, and I know Manga, Graham, and Nate are excited to talk about Frieren, one of their favorite discussions. Good. If you know, you know. All I'm saying, chat, stay tuned for it, because I know it'll be a fun debate for the next 12 weeks in the winter season. But Frieren season 2 had a trailer. I cannot give any comments. I chose not to watch it. But Whawkins, did you watch the trailer?
I chose not to watch it because a lot of times with trailers, again, I don't like to watch trailers if I don't have to. So I chose not to, just because I'd rather not see what's gonna happen. Especially with something like Frieren, I'd rather like experience that as the weeks go on. I'm just excited for Mother Frieren to be back. Like, give me my wholesomeness again. Like,
Mother Frieren, that's insane.
She is Mother Frieren, and you will address her as such.
Trevor, have you seen the show as well, or have you slacked on it?
I have slacked on it.
Are you ever gonna?
Highly recommend.
Are you ever gonna make the time for it, or maybe someday, when you ever care for it?
Perhaps one day.
I figure.
I'll say this, Trevor. I'll say this one. This is a good watch for you and the wifey. I'll say that. Okay. This is if she's looking for another anime to watch with you, highly recommend you guys watch this together. I think she would actually really like it.
Well, guess what? I have a counter argument, because I have another show for that, and that is the one I'm about to bring the news for it. My Happy Marriage is coming with a 3 special next year in 2026. The reason I say this is because I watched season 1 and 2 with wifey on Netflix, and it has a dub. The dub is very solid as well. It was recommended by 2 of my friends / team members, Mega Graham and Neko-chan. They told me that it was a good show to watch with wifey, because it was this one and Apothecary Diaries, and we watched both. Very enjoyable, both dub. But it was really nice for My Happy Marriage. I do recommend it. Just be aware, it's a bit in the Edo period, and it's involving with supernatural, but it doesn't show supernatural until like episode 9 or 10. So like it doesn't really kind of hit you. So I like to tell people in advance that, hey, The supernatural may have come out left field, but they did sprinkle a bit in the beginning. It just wasn't ready to your face until now. So I'd just like to put that, but it's a good recommendation as well if you want to sit down with wifey as well, because I've experienced that with my wife, and it's a good one where she enjoys the dub, she enjoys the relatability with partnership and the communication aspect as well.
Ooh, sounds fun.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Sounds like a happy marriage.
Bazinga. That's all I got for that one. But, well, for the last one, for the big news in Buzz Central, we have a last segment. It's called the Weebs News. It's for the overall of the movies, TV, anything involving the media that's worth for discussion. So we got a few to kind of rapid fire since it's nothing too crazy. It's one, I know that Whawkins and Trevor are really excited about this. Rian Johnson wants to direct a Muppet movie. He said, hey, I did so good with Star Wars. I did such a good job. Fantastic with the lore, the sequel, and everything. I'm going to jump into the Muppets now.
Man, do a Muppets movie. Just do it. Just do it. Do a Knives Out version of the Muppets.
No, go away. Go away, Ryan. Don't you touch my Muppet. Disney has already castrated the Muppets in their own theme parks. They don't need another job from you, of all people. No.
What's wrong, Trevor? What's wrong? You don't want a Rian Johnson Muppets movie project? Come on.
Look, if it happens, it happens. Am I going to watch
he did
it?
great work, you know?
I don't know. That's a whole different conversation. But what I can tell you what we'll be watching is fucking Link and Zelda. We got the poster or screen grab of the Link and Zelda actors just, staring. That's like the best thing I can say.
This is our first look for the live action movie. And what's great about this is, as I bring up the tweet, good old Miyamoto himself went on to the Nintendo official Twitter to announce this, that they've officially begun filming the live action movie adaptation of The Legend of Zelda. And yeah, they're actually like going on location for all this, which is awesome to see.
Thank God.
Like they're actually going outdoors. They're touching grass. They're literally touching grass.
Oh my God.
To make their movie.
Honestly, they look good. Like the actors I'm staring at, like they look accurate. Like the elf ears, the arrows, and everything. I'm just curious to know how they're gonna do Link since he technically don't speak. So like, is he gonna be like?
It sounds like what they're gonna try is they're doing the Breath of the Wild route. Not only just in the design, but it is revealed in that game that Link does speak. He has a vow of silence whenever he's with the princess. So I feel like that is what they can use and be like, oh hey, he hasn't sworn that vow in the movie, so he just talks.
Yeah.
And they find a loophole.
But also,
I don't mind.
Yeah.
But also, how dare Zelda have a weapon? How dare she?
Oh my God, the people
like,
that
you want to talk about bad takes? People were like, there were some people that were just like, oh, they're already ruining it. Why does Zelda have a bow and arrow? Why does she have a weapon? It's like, guys, have you played a Legend of Zelda game?
Have you played Hyrule Warriors?
Have you also played Smash Bros. Where you've seen Zelda?
Smash Bros.
With a sword?
Breath of the Wild.
I think I summed it up with you, Whawkins, where it's like, oh, Zelda uses magic. That's like 15 weapons all by themselves.
Zelda CDI, because there was a Zelda game where she was a protagonist in that.
There's a Dark Times.
There's references. There's examples, chat. As you can see, Zelda has held a weapon before. It's not just shocking that she's just staring into the grass and just like has a bow and arrow, like, let's go over there and find the precious.
Yeah.
It's insane to me that these people only see Zelda as like the damsel in distress, and it's like, no, she's always tried to be proactive. It just sucks that every villain goes into their stories just prepared. They are prepared to capture Zelda. There isn't much she can do.
But hey, are you excited for the Moana live action on July 10th, 2026? With single trailer posted by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, but then not have him actually being shown until like the last 5 seconds?
Oh, we have once again a Snow White situation where you don't look at the trailer to get excited. You look at the trailer to read the comments.
Yes.
And just you feel nice and happy knowing that you're not alone in thinking, why in the absolute fuck are you doing this, Disney? Why?
100%.
Money.
I don't know why they did this. It's just ridiculous. This trailer is literally almost paint by numbers. Where you also have Moana, the actress has curly hair, but in the damn movie she has straight hair. But then in the animated, Moana has curly hair. So what the fuck of choice? Why would you you really have the actress already have curly hair? Let her be with her natural hair, but instead of the live action, you're gonna have her straight hair. What was the
that's
choice?
not fair to straight-haired people, you know?
Yeah.
It's also it's just not fair because on one front, I do want to bring up if anyone knows what the voice actress of the original Moana, what she looks like, it's like, oh yeah, should have just gotten her to do the movie. She looks the part.
Yeah.
Let her do it, and plus that would be a really cool way to bring the talent back from the original. But I already know what you're doing. You're just shamelessly crapping out another movie. That's awesome. But hey, if it gives you pleasure, 43,000 likes, 117,000 dislikes.
Yeah, it shows that nobody gives a fuck, and The Rock is going to be like, I was trying to change the power of the hierarchy in the Disney universe of animation, live action.
DC failed. Time to go to Disney.
But to have a quick celebration, that I would say that we have the 98th Academy Awards choices, and I just want to say congrats for literally, I'm gonna say this for 3 things I'm very happy about. It's the Bad Guys 2 being considered.
Yeah!
I love the first one. The Bad Guys I haven't seen the second one yet, but I'm so glad for the series to have a second one and being nominated as well. K-pop Demon Hunters, The Legend of High 2, haven't seen it but heard great things about it. And the one that might win, and I'm hopefully okay with either or of K-pop or Chainsaw Man, the movie Rize Arc, also being nominated as well.
Yeah, looking at this list of people movies that are eligible for nominations. Yeah, I can already kind of see where it might go, and I'm not gonna lie. Part of me kind of hopes Chainsaw Man does win if it's not K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yeah.
Only because Demon Slayer, the movie, it was good, but after some time sitting on it, it did kind of feel like, okay, I'm binging a bunch of Demon Slayer episodes in a movie theater, which is fine to a point. It's just when you look at the term movie, it's okay, what works better as a movie? And I know some people did have issues with the Demon Slayer movie and its pacing, mainly near the end. Not saying I'm one of those people. I really liked it, but there were those complaints about that.
Or some people fell asleep in the movie and
Mhm.
still give it a 9 out of 10.
Fuck it. Oh my god. Damn.
I'll vote for Bad Guys 2 any day. I love that movie.
I'm glad. I haven't watched
I
it.
don't blame you. The first one was good.
Yeah, the first one was fucking great. It was relatable. It was very personal, good message, good animation, good comedy. It was very solid. So I'm glad to know Bad Guys 2. I'm glad Scarlet, although in the bottom, and 100 Meters were also nominated. There are 2 animated movies as well from Japan, and I'm glad that they're out. Scarlet is coming out in theaters in December here in the US for a few select dates, and then released nationwide in January. So I will be definitely watching in December because I definitely want to check it out before it gets out nationwide, because it's by it's Soda, something like that, off the top of my head.
Yeah. Man, I'm just sad that the Labubu movie won't come out in time for that.
Oh my god, yes.
No
we have a
Labubu movie yet.
Yes. Yeah, we have a Labubu
Apparently,
movie.
there's a Labubu movie in the works.
We have a Labubu movie at Sony. Look, my
Is it
my
Labubu?
wonder is that how is this Labubu movie gonna be? Is it like is it gonna be like a SpongeBob, like a type of 3D animation, or is it gonna be like a Toy Story,
Oh,
or is it gonna be like a
oh,
Detective Pikachu, like where you have a bit
I'm gonna
like
tell
have
you.
animation, but the humans involved, or Gremlin?
I'm gonna tell you exactly how it's gonna be. Have you ever seen the Smurfs movie? It's gonna
Yes.
be like that. Oh,
Smurfs
they're
too.
gonna live in their own world, but oh no, some magical portal opens up and they're transported to freaking Central Park of New York, and they gotta help this guy find out. Oh, maybe life's more than just working all the time. Maybe I just need to chill out with my labubus and give a funny face and all that.
I will laugh
There's
if
your movie.
one
There's
of
your
them or the
plot.
characters is also gonna get married like in
He's a
Central Park.
Labubu.
I'll laugh if that happens.
Oh, of course. He's gonna have a fiance, and they're gonna have like a third act breakup. Blah blah blah. It's gonna be probably something like that. Very similar. It's gonna be the Labubu movie.
Hey, if you also want to
It's
talk
a
about
Labubu.
the Labubu movies, we also have the last thing of the Weebs news, and it is the opening weekend of the global box office for the Wicked films. The first one that came out last year around the same time has 164.2 million, and now for the sequel, Wicked for Good, it has the biggest Broadway movie book adaptation of a 226 million dollar for a box office globally. That's amazing. Congrats for it.
Hell yeah.
I haven't seen the
Damn.
movie yet, but I do plan to, and I want to see how this continues in the adaptation of the part 2. Heard very good things. Drop also gave some thoughts on his social media about the movie. I will find some time to see it, like I will be seeing Now You See Me Too. Now you don't. But other than that, that is the end of our Weebs news. Now, for those that saw our episode 200 2 weeks ago, when I gave my AniMa Weebs spotlights for Witch Riff, I'm gonna give now the floor to Whawkins. Will he succeed in his 2 to 5 minute spotlight? What will be his recommendation? Talk to us.
I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, to the point. Read Ranger Reject. A couple of chapters finally got like 3 chapters finally got translated this past weekend, and God, the reveals that happens in chapter 198. Oh boy, it's one of those ones that changes a lot. And I love too how the translators, because I read this legally on a site and all that, but like on their final page they gave out little hints. They were just like, hey, go back to these chapters and see how this certain character acted, and then come back here. And yeah, it recontextualizes a lot of things that happens. And when this series ends in like maybe like half a year from now, when Ranger Reject ends, I do plan on rereading it, because that reread just from this point alone is going to be immaculate. And this is also a series, I know I've said this before in some spaces and all that, when I got to chapter 100, because most of the time, a lot of mangakas, they like to do something big for their chapter 100 and all that. This guy, known as Negi Haruba, which, do you recognize that name, perhaps, Vash? Do you recognize that name?
Yes.
Who is this Negi guy?
So chat, Whawkins gave me the full type of flabbergasted of shock mode right before we start recording, that I did not know that the creator of Consensual Quintuplets made this series first in 2017, wrap it up in 2020, and then took a year break, and they came back and wrote Go Loser Ranger, or Ranger Reject for some other alternative titles, and that threw me off. Imagine just literally writing a rom-com of Consensual Quintuplets and then transitioning into a seinen of a Ranger Reject.
Sure.
Of that's a crazy crossover type of switch, and I'm happy. But Whawkins gave me this, and just because of this, Ranger Reject jumped into priority, that I'm gonna make that a go to read. Maybe catch up by January 13th for us to talk about it for our show of Shonen Ronin, but it's definitely a priority now, that I will definitely discuss it during our manga library during Shonen Ronin, because I will definitely now am intrigued, and just hearing this plot twist, like, hey, maybe what happened recently Was it like an Aizen reveal? Who knows?
It's
Close?
similar.
Ooh.
Close.
You heard it here.
I would say similar. Because again, Aizen's just up there for
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Like Trevor mentioned it earlier, like, oh, Bleach is his favorite of the big three. Yeah, Aizen's the top villain for me. And I say top villain, much like what's his name? From Parks and Rec said, he would like all the bacon and eggs, and he means all the bacon and eggs. I mean top villain. Aizen is at the top for a reason. Nobody's been able to surpass him for me for quite some time now. Some have come close, but Aizen's up there. So to say that this twist or this reveal was very similar to it, or like at least on par, if not maybe slightly lower, but like the reveal or like the reveal from this chapter 198 was really good. And just again, it's a really good series. And Trevor, I know you started reading a couple chapters like a while ago with it. I don't know how much farther you got than you did.
But by the way, you passed your 5 minutes.
Exactly.
I've taken the Fifth Amendment on this one, but
Yeah.
I haven't read that much, but what I've read so far is good.
Yeah, so enjoy that feast as we enjoy a feast of the turkey variety this week with Thanksgiving.
Yes, Chad. Like you said,
There's a transition.
Yes, Chad. Like you said, we are using this to discuss about Thanksgiving because this episode is coming on a Tuesday, like the Thanksgiving on this week Thursday. So we're gonna just jump into a good 20-minute conversation about what it is Thanksgiving, the highs, the lows, and also have a little type of fantasy draft for the fun of it in our conversation. So, like I have here, I'm a document. I'm gonna just say because I'm a New Yorker. You're right here, Thanksgiving week. So the one thing is, I want to ask the team, what are one thing that we're grateful for? And if Manga is here, you could also, speak on it real quick and also mention it yourself. But one thing I'm gonna say, what I am grateful for this year. I'm thankful for life. I'm thankful for the company, and I'm thankful for the progress that we're doing to get to where we are for the next final year. And for my wife. Those are the three things I'm grateful for. I'm going to just go with three. So myself, my life, my health, my wife as my partner, and the company that we have to continue progressing and growing. Those are three things I'm grateful. How about you, Whawkins?
I'm just grateful for the people I have in my life through the things I've had to go through in the past few years. Y'all having to deal with me doing that bullshit, especially this certain purple cloud that's with us. Yeah, y'all had to deal with a lot. Y'all still have to deal with a lot. So I'm just glad y'all are around to deal with my bullshit.
And how about you, Trevor? I know that you're new on the team here, but if you want to get a bit vulnerable or just say whatever you want to be expressive about, what are the three things that you, or one, anything that you're grateful for?
Yeah, no problem. First of all, grateful to my wife, my ever-loving wife, who supports me every day, keeps me sane in this crazy topsy-turvy world we're currently going through. I'm grateful for just for all the friends in my life, and I guess number three, my good man Whawkins here. Grateful for you, buddy. Little known fact, you're kind of the best man in my life. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Yeah. I guess.
Look at the romance. Look at the friendships here, guys. That's a good example. Just don't be like an Naruto and Sasuke. Sometimes you guys may kiss by accident, but things happen. It's okay to kiss your homies goodnight. But
yeah, screw you, Whawkins. You are my Nakama.
You are the Nakama. Let's go. Well, the next thing is, what is a Thanksgiving tradition that you actually enjoy versus one that you wish would disappear?
Oh, I mean, I know growing up, we actually did go around the table to say what we were thankful for. And it was always good to kind of hear just everybody talk about that. It's a nice little family tradition. It was always kind of funny too. Like, and I mean, I say funny, but like it would always be kind of funny when we got to my mom, because she would always kind of get emotional and kind of start crying a little bit. And it's just like, oh, that's adorable. But it's just,
and then it gets awkward too. You're like, how do we transition from here? Like, how do we go and start eating the food that you took there for years, and then or like hours? But then you would complain that nobody helped you, and you're like, This is awkward.
Yeah. So it's just like, in a way, it kind of became a meme as well, where it's just like, oh, here we go. How are we going to get emotional here? But like, it's still though, it's understandable though, because you are kind of thinking about stuff, and especially, you know, with family and all that. But one that I wish would disappear. I mean, I don't know how much this ties into Thanksgiving itself. I wish they would just start Black Friday on Friday anymore. Like, move that back to Friday.
Yeah.
Stop encroaching. Kind of like how Trevor feels with Christmas encroaching on Thanksgiving itself.
We'll get there.
Black Friday, please stop encroaching on Thanksgiving. Let us enjoy Thanksgiving, because some people like to put up their Christmas tree on Thanksgiving, like after dinner and all that. You know?
Really?
I mean, not directly after dinner. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's another thing we used to do. Like, we would actually like at least put the tree up. Like, we wouldn't do like all the lights and the decorations. We would at least put the tree up to be like, okay, you know what? Thanksgiving is done. You know, we've had some time for our meal to settle. Let's just get the tree up real quick. Yeah, there we go. That's nice. We'll worry about everything else during the weekend, but the tree's at least up.
I do agree with the Black Friday perspective. I do agree with that, because I remember when Black Friday would start like at 3 a.m. Friday, where you have to like get the deals.
That's fine.
Not like, oh, you can start their deals on Monday at 5 p.m. the week of Black Friday. Like, bitch, that ain't Black Friday. That's just an early type of discount sale. That like Black Friday used to mean something. Like, you was hunting. Like, I remember when I woke up with my brother at 4 a.m, had to buy the new TV or the new PlayStation or come out, and you get that deal. And I was like, bro, it's just type of regular shopping and more people at the mall. I don't know, but I do agree with that. That's a good shout out. How about you, Trevor?
One tradition that my family always does is that kind of after we have the big dinner, we all just take a giant walk together. It can just be anywhere. It doesn't matter how long. Yeah, I don't know why, or, you know, if it makes us more vulnerable, but every time we go on these walks, we always have someone just kind of like having this great emotional epiphany, be like, I'm going to spill my heart out. And it's like, oh, that's really nice. It's just one of those. I think we could all really just having a talk on a walk and be like, oh, wow, this is one I'm not going to forget. That's one thing I always enjoy. The one I wish would disappear is, this might be a hot take. It's been kind of natural over the past few years, but honestly, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, I think it's just like, I don't find any more enjoyment in watching that. And when my family would just put it on and I watch it, I keep seeing all these lip synced performances. It's like, oh, you're not even trying. Or I would see parade floats coming on by and have whoever's commentating over it have the same dialogue,
but
and
also
the same
not
things
knowing
to
the
say.
correct ones. It's like, I remember when they pronounced Pikachu wrong or Goku wrong or Luffy wrong, and and I know it's gonna happen.
Luffy one, I think, because they were like Luffy.
No,
they
have done it for all of them.
Or
like,
what was it?
I remember they've done for Goku and Luffy, even as well. K-pop Demon Hunter are having new floats. And there's a damn dog and the bird, and I know they're gonna mess up those names as well for the dog and the bird, and I know they're gonna mess up, and it gets me tight because I love the Thanksgiving parade. I've never have gone to in person, even though I live in New York, because that's just too many people and too much hectic. I like watching it. I like having it in the back while I'm prepping, like the dinner or the meat and stuff I'm doing in the afternoon. But I like just to watch in the background and just having a little nice smoke fest. If you know, you know.
Yeah, and just one more note. For the love of God and Satan and all the wonderful angels and demons up and below, for the love of fuck, please. Goku's hair is yellow, not blue. Use the correct color, you dinguses, please.
What, you don't like Super Saiyan Blue? Is that it? You don't like that marketability?
I rather prefer yellow. That is what the original of Super Saiyan is. 100% agree. But
and the question, I just have to answer Whawkins' question with another question. Who does like Super Saiyan Blue? Who ironically
there are people out there.
I prefer red.
People out there that does.
But Manga Graham,
thank you.
You have a comment of your favorite to enjoy or one that you like to disappear.
I think I think for me, just the act of getting together. My family, my extended family, is really far away, so everyone getting together around one table, I love that. We never get together, so every year on Thanksgiving, we get together, and that's a lot of fun. What I think should disappear is turkey. It's never good. It's never good. I have never had good turkey.
Understandable. Sometimes it's dry.
Turkey, like deli meat, like turkey, that's good. But turkey in like when just have ham, it's better. Okay, get rid of the bird. Okay,
Get rid of the bird. It just
Damn.
It just coming down. All right. Oh, well, my answer, I do agree with my God. I do enjoy hanging out with my family. The thing that should disappear is the chaotic person that starts the chaos in the conversation of the night. Because I hate when I'm hanging out with holidays that the beautiful holiday is like almost 20% over. Like throughout the 80% of the day has been going so well, but that 20% of said person wants to fuck up the night because of politics conversation or you're bringing up the past because something happened and then it triggers other people, then it gets into a debating conversation. In my head, shut the fuck up if you ever speak of even starting said conversation. Just close it to your mouth and just throw out the key and don't speak for the rest of the night. That's my trait that should not just happen out. That's just like my comment. Just shut up and know your place. Right, Rock? Right? Thank you. My next...
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
I like how that's not even like a tradition. That's just like, listen, I have a problem and I need to vent.
I love this because this is the next comment for this. What is the best Thanksgiving special? Because, we have this always for, Star Wars specials, Christmas specials. Like, there's always things. So, my one that much to say is the fucking... I just lost it. Charlie Brown. The Charlie Brown special is one of my favorites. It's cute and adorable. It's old school. I love animation. That's one of the things that made me grow up and love about it. And I don't know if this also relates to it. Is Popeye, like the show Popeye, not the actual food restaurant, but Popeye itself. He has a lot of Thanksgiving type of style stuff. That's one. And Sword Art Online, episode 10, Kirito and Asuna having their Thanksgiving first night, where Asuna cut the turkey and Kirito and her slept together in bed, and that's where the love start to grow more, and that's when they become married and everything. It went on a uphill. No. I love it. So that's my 3 shout-outs for my Thanksgiving TV special.
Quick side tangent.
Wait, what?
Did you say SAO for Thanksgiving?
Yes. They had a Thanksgiving moment. They had a Thanksgiving special. It was a moment. It wasn't a full episode, but it was a moment.
I don't think it was even on Thanksgiving. I don't even think it occurred during Thanksgiving in the anime.
It wasn't. It wasn't. But that's my loophole. That's my loophole. That's my loophole. They had things. They had turkey. They had a rabbit and everything. That's my loophole. That's my loophole.
Turkey. It's Thanksgiving.
Hey. Like I said, loophole. Loophole.
Oh my god.
Loophole.
Quick side tangent with that SAO thing. Because literally that was it. So when I was first watching it, was a friend of mine, we were watching it, and the whole time we were having just the same reaction, me and him. We were just like, these two just need to just get in bed. These two just need to just cut the sexual tension, just get it on. And then literally that episode happens where like she brings up her menu, she takes off her clothes, and she's just like, all right, time. It's just like, no, they're actually gonna do it, and they do it, and it's just like, oh my fucking god, they actually did. Oh, they finally boned. They did. Like literally, it was a crash moment. It was a crash moment where it's just like, yes, finally.
Understandable. I feel you on that. But talk to me.
I think one episode that kind of sticks out, besides, Charlie Brown, that's classic and all that stuff. I think most of us grew up with that. I do see you have the Brooklyn Nine-Nine Thanksgiving ones.
Oh yeah, those are great.
Those are good shouts. One that kind of comes to mind is the Family Guy one that they did, where Joe's son comes back, and you find out that he kind of went AWOL from the military, and it's actually one of the serious Family Guy episodes that we get around that time it aired. It is actually kind of a really good episode that did air. I don't know. It's one that usually kind of comes to mind too with Thanksgiving, because it does go along those themes of like, okay, family. What do you do if family like did go AWOL, for example? But that's one I do want to at least shout out here. Besides some of the obvious ones here on all that, I kind of forgot about the Slapsgiving stuff with How You Met Your Mother.
Same. I was trying to remember that, but it was funny.
Episodes I've watched. Yeah. Other than that, I can't really specifically think of Thanksgiving episodes, at least right now. Like, I'll probably remember them as people talk about them and all that. But like, because that's the thing, like sometimes Thanksgiving is usually one of those holiday specials you don't get too much of. Yeah. But when you do, it's like you very much appreciate it, though.
Agreed.
But yeah, I mean that's the Family Guy one. I do at least want to shout out though for mine.
How about you, Trevor?
My family doesn't really do Thanksgiving specials. Usually around that time, we just kind of, it's either, again, Charlie Brown, or, funny enough, we may just put on like a Christmas movie to pass the time. Because at that point, it's like, oh, hey, the turkey's been done. Let's watch some Christmas stuff. It's that time.
Makes sense. What's up, Whawkins? What was your epiphany?
I think, somebody correct me if I'm wrong, We're Back, a Dinosaur Story. That takes place during Thanksgiving, doesn't it? I think.
Maybe. I don't recall.
Because there's like balloons and all that. They have like a parade going on. I'm going to say yes, because I like that movie.
I will Google We're Back,
a Dinosaur Story. To the Dawn of Time.
Possibly, I don't recall. But we can transition into the fantasy draft that I am excited for. So, chat, if you want to tell us in the comment section, this is an anime Thanksgiving fantasy draft. You have one cook, one chaos agent. That means like a toxic person, the one that will stir up trouble, that will stir up the drama. One person who only drinks or brings the drinks. Third is the fat ass, the person that will eat all the food nonstop. The next person, the emotional support, which is the person that you will have to support the drama of what's going on here. The person that you will vent to. And the last one, the person that you banned from the kitchen. So now that you have that, let us know in the comment section which one is your answers, chat. I'm going to give you mine. My cook is Soma Yukihira from Food Wars. My chaos agent is Lelouch from Code Geass. My person who only drinks or that will bring food or that's drunk is Zoro from One Piece or Trevor Belmont from Castlevania. If these two are together, they will be drunk as hell nonstop and literally just be talking all night. My one fat ass will be Goku. My emotional support character is Rimuru or Ria's Grimmery from High School DxD. And my one person that's banned from the kitchen because he will make the whole Thanksgiving go gone is Luffy. These are my fantasy draft for my anime Thanksgiving. Whawkins, talk to me to yours.
So I'm gonna get this one out of the way because I didn't notice that you took it out as I was coming up with mine before we started recording. Like literally, my list was just like as we were getting ready and all that. So my uninvited guest, I put as Orochimaru.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. That's a good one.
He just shows up with a casserole, just like, I'm here for the feast.
I would definitely turn him away. Now. I would turn him away in a heartbeat.
I'm a good guy.
I would like no closed door.
Just like slowly close a door.
Great choice though. Great choice. Good one.
So I kind of did cheat a little bit because there are two picks on here that on one hand are from a video game, but hey, there's also an anime based on that video game and also an anime like movie from that video game. So you know what?
Loopholes happen. Loopholes happen like I did for SAO.
Loopholes.
Okay, loopholes happen.
Exactly. We'll discuss that at the next fairy convention. Anyways, my cook is Toriko because I know he's gonna put on a banger of a meal, and plus he's gonna hunt that turkey and whatever else he's gonna have. He's gonna hunt the best thing, and I mean my mouth is already watering at just the thought of Toriko making me a meal. Like that whole series makes my mouth water just from like them talking about cooking and all that stuff. So I'm gonna move on. My toxic person is All for One.
Oh shit. Go on.
He's just gonna sit there and be like just spouting some shit. It's gonna be great. My emotional support is Tifa Lockhart because reasons that are probably the same as Vash's for choosing Rias. So there you go. Banned from the kitchen, Tai Shimura, who is Shinpachi's sister from Gintama, because she cannot cook with a shit. Especially if you try to have her cook you an omelet, that thing's gonna come out like a burnt looking. Like if you've ever played Banjo-Tooie and like at the beginning where the great King Jinjo gets his soul taken and his little pet is like a little crisp on his on his couch. That's what her food looks like.
I
Just
see.
A burnt like pile of mush. You're banned from the kitchen,
It
ma'am.
kind of reminds me of Shion from the time I got Return to the Slam, where she's also a bad cook. She was also my option as to that she's banned from the kitchen, so understandable.
You know, she was on a list of people I was trying to look up again as we were trying to come up with this.
Makes sense.
My drunk is Kana Alberona from Fairy Tale because yes, reasons
makes sense.
Yeah, big drunk and all that, and yes. Anyways, my fat ass though is Snorlax.
Wow, that's a good choice. I didn't expect that one. Good choice. All right, Snorlax.
Yeah, well done.
On to you, Trevor. Who are yours?
Oh boy. Alrighty then. So I had for my cook Captain Yamamoto from Bleach, because if anyone can cook a good meal, it'll be the guy with the flaming Zanpakuto. Just saying. The Chaos Yeah, that too. He's old and experienced. The Chaos Agent, Envy from Full Metal Alchemist. Because if anyone's going to start drama, it's going to be the shapeshifter that likes poking at everyone's insecurity.
Oh, that's a good one.
Fuck, that's a good one. That's a good one. Oh yeah, she will. Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
It always ends with, it's like, I want to kill him.
That's a good one. All right. What you got?
I don't know how deep of a take this is going to be, but the guy that's going to get drunk, Ares from the Blood of Zeus anime, if anyone has watched that show.
I've seen the Blood of Zeus. I just don't remember who was Ares, but that's a good shout out.
Yeah, the fat ass Blackbeard, and I feel like that would be very fitting because you always have the fat ass, the one guy that always eats the food, but he always has that one comment like, "Oh, the food wasn't that good." It's like there's always that one time.
Oh, you're literally eating a whole piece of narrative, dogging it down, and have your belly out with your jacket. What you talking about? You're the one that looks like it the most.
My emotional support would be good old Jonathan Joestar, JoJo Part 1, because he is very noble and he's such a gentleman.
That's a good one. That's a good shout. All right.
Whawkins is gonna hate me.
I wonder who you put.
The band from the kitchen is Kuwabara from Yu Yu Hakusho.
Why? Why is he banned from the kitchen? Why is my boy? How dare you?
Let's face it. If he tries to help, let's say he tries to go in the kitchen and tries to help out. It's like, these swords, these knives don't do it for me. I have a better sword, spirit sword, and he cuts dimensions to try and open a turkey.
Wait, what if that actually makes the turkey taste better, though? See, here's the thing. Kuwabara could actually be like the secret, like, good cook of the group.
Okay, so the black sheep.
We haven't seen him do anything. Yeah, exactly. Like,
your headcanon isn't safe at this Thanksgiving.
It is.
My headcanon saves everything.
I was gonna ask, Manga, by any chance, you have a fantasy draft that you can rapid fire for us?
A cook. Since you took Yukihira, I'll take his wife. Erina.
Yeah, that's not a bad choice. All right, next.
Chaos Agent, the one who would cause chaos. You know what? My namesake, the Man God.
Oh my
How about
god!
that?
Yeah.
How
Okay.
about that?
Okay, all right. Next.
The person who brings
You
the
won't regret it.
drinks. You won't regret it. The person who brings the drinks, and hear me out here. The demon lolly herself. Kishirisa.
Oh my! She'd be the life of the party.
I don't know.
That's
Okay,
what
all
I'm
right.
saying.
Hold on. I kind of want Thanksgiving dinner with her, and
That's what I'm saying, right?
And who's your fat ass?
The fat ass. Hashira Itaru from Steins Gate.
Okay. finish up.
Emotional support character, Bodyguardy. Because you already knew Whawkins, come on. And the person who's banned from the kitchen is Eris. She will destroy a cutting board, and it's not worth it.
All right.
Yeah, I almost put Eris. I almost did. I was this
perfect.
close. I was like,
That's a shout out for
Almost.
good recommendation for our food people. All right. So now when it comes to our last one is quick movies that we have from Thanksgiving. My shout out is Norman almost stabbing Peter at Thanksgiving. That's why I have this as my background because of fucking the tension. You can literally cut the tension in the air in that scene, the awkward. That was literally one of my favorite type of Thanksgiving. Even Aunt May literally slapping Norman hand like, don't touch the food yet. Let me cut the chicken. You know, let's wait for Peter. Let's do our thing. And she Norman like, I could kill this bitch right now if I wanted to. I could murder her. I want my damn fucking turkey, dry ass meat. Like you could just tell it from his voice and everything. You could just tell it from his expression and just like the whole tension of Peter and Norman. I love it. So that's one of my favorite, Thanksgiving scene of involving that. So how about you, Marcus? What's your shout out?
Yes.
Okay, same
That's
one
what
chat.
Like,
Yeah, same one.
kind of like what I said earlier. Like a lot of okay, I'll say this: when I think of like movies that have like dinner scenes, for example, I'm just gonna say this: whenever I think of that, I think of Step Brothers. But it's not centered around Thanksgiving with their dinner scenes because one of them is like a Christmas dinner scene. But I just remember because I actually listened to the commentary with it at one point, which I highly recommend because they spend like half of it with their music director and they just make stupid songs throughout like the first half of the movie on the commentary. So there's that little chestnut. But I just remember them saying on the commentary that like one of the reasons they made Step Brothers, because like Step Brothers came out after Talladega Nights, the Ballad of Ricky Bobby. And the only reason they made Step Brothers was because one of their favorite scenes to shoot in Talladega Nights was one of the dinner scenes. And so they wanted a movie where they can kind of center around that. So like that's why Step Brothers has like 4 or 5 dinner scenes with them like eating dinner, whether it's just like the 4 members of the family, the extended family, the birthday party with the brother and his friends. Like yeah, that's kind of what I think about when it comes to like dinner scenes or anything. So like, unfortunately, nothing Thanksgiving related, but it's all about meals. It's all about family. It's all about camaraderie and all that stuff. And it's all about, taking your stepsister or, just around the other room.
Loopholes.
And then busting into the door.
It happens.
Yeah.
And talk to us, Trevor. Is there a scene that you will recommend as well, or should say yes?
I will join your boat, Vash, and just say the Spider-Man scene. It's hard to think of any other Thanksgiving scene unless I want to default to Charlie Brown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie Brown's a good shout out to one. So those are good choices. So that have come to the end of our show, the end of our discussion, because without the end, you gotta also have a little last quick question, last quick comment, and I wanted to have a little fun rapid fire, and it's this. Pick one anime character to cook the turkey. Pick one character to guarantee to burn the house down of them cooking. One show we wish that we had a Thanksgiving special. And what fictional universe would you celebrate Thanksgiving in? The chat, let us know of any of these comments, any of these questions. Answer them yourself and let us know in the comment section. Because I'm going to say mine. Pick one anime character to cook the turkey. Mine is Toriko. The answer that Whawkins said earlier, that's just, hey, if he's cooking the turkey, I know that shit it's not going to be dry. That gravy is going to be slapping because I sometimes question gravy myself. So just to know that if Toriko does it, I know this man is going to make it as a banger. Pick one character to guarantee to burn the house down. London Tipton from the Sweet Love of Zack and Cody. This girl can cook. If you know or have seen the show, she has not one cooking bone in her body. I believe this girl in the show burned water. If you know, you know. How the fuck do you burn water? One show we wish had a Thanksgiving special, and I said this, One Piece. The reason I say this is because if you have seen the commercial about the high school ramen of One Piece, just imagine that good as a Thanksgiving special.
Yeah.
And the reason I say this because imagine if we had all the characters just like in a non-canon filter way in a Thanksgiving special, just seeing like Katakuri, Big Mom, just all random characters happen in one like hour special. That'd be fucking phenomenal. Because we had Goku, Dragon Ball, Toriko, and One Piece having a crossover that you would be like, why is Toriko here? But you had fun. I feel like a One Piece Thanksgiving special with how big of a cast they are, I feel like it will be phenomenal. And what fictional universe would I choose to celebrate Thanksgiving in is High School DxD, for obvious reasons. Yeah, I don't need to explain why. And the Marvel Universe. I love to eat with I said Robert Downey Jr. That's crazy. I would love to eat with Tony Stark.
Tomato potato.
Tomato. Exactly. Because they literally are like a perfect, casting chat. But Tony Stark, Peter Parker, I would love to eat, weird. I would love to eat with Ghost Rider. I just love the story of Johnny Cage. I would just love to eat with the Hell One, Why not? Just why not?
Yeah.
But that's what my answers to the questions of our last part. Trevor, I would love to pass to you. What are your choices?
So my choices are, as soon as I just had there we go. Who cooks the turkey? Hear me out. Entei from the third Pokemon movie specifically. The whole reason is, he already knows fire, and he is a dream. Like he grants Molly's dreams come true. He makes it all possible. So it's like, I want a perfect turkey. Done. He just wishes the perfect turkey into existence just for the little girl. Guaranteed to burn the house down. Father from Kids Next Door.
Oh shit, that's a shout. That's a good one.
I've seen his temper when when he wins the birthday cake. So
and then he gets exhausted, like, you know what? I'm done for the day. I'm gonna go lay down.
Yeah, I'm done. I'm over this.
A show that I wish we had a Thanksgiving special, unless I'm wrong. I'm thrown in The Blacklist. NBC's The Blacklist with James Spader. I would love to see Raymond Reddington and the FBI go after some kind of criminal called the Gobbler and shoehorn in a lesson about how thankful we should be in this life. That would be amazing.
That would be so good. And just hearing Raymond giving his speech, like just so nonchalant and just over a dead body, be like, sometimes we gotta be grateful of the ones we love. Just unlike this person here that's dead on the floor, cannot be with his wife and his kids that I also murder back in the safe house. They'd be like, wait, what? How are you talking about? Sure, but somehow you're making it so nonchalant, James Spader. Yeah, whatever works. Great shout.
And the fictional universe that I would love to be in is Lord of the Rings. I would like no matter what race I choose. If I get a Thanksgiving feast with the dwarves, if I get a feast with the elves, the hobbits, the wizards, if I get to eat in Gondor, I'm set.
In chat, he's been waiting to find a way somehow within the first episode of the show. He's like, I'm gonna push the Lord of the Rings agenda. And I told him, don't worry, wait until the end of the show. You will find your way to insert that.
I did it. Though my task is incomplete, I must discuss it more every episode.
Whawkins, go ahead. The show is yours.
Planet now. Oh man. I mean, cooking the turkey. Vash kind of said the thing about Toriko. I agree with that. That was my answer as well before seeing that. Now, when I saw the prompt here, I was just like, one character guaranteed to burn the house down. Well, who likes to burn things down? Seth Rollins. He's going to burn down the house.
I love these choices. Great ones.
Okay, so I did put Toriko for my Thanksgiving special, but you gave me an idea with the One Piece one, and I want that One Piece one to specifically be Whole Cake Island. I want
yes,
a Whole Cake Island Thanksgiving special where it's like we have to make the perfect Thanksgiving meal
turkey
for Big Mom, or we're all dead.
Oh wait, you heard this? Use this
My
for
God.
your breaks.
Yes.
You could do this as a filter episode. As a filler episode. This would be perfect. Oh my God,
potato.
Toy. Yes, I support this. And also have like a turkey theme song with the Big Mom of the Seducing Woods. Have like a theme
Oh
song.
my God.
Yes.
Oh, that'd be great. And for my universes, I put the Mushroom Kingdom as one. I think that would be a lot of fun just to have, Peach, Mario, Luigi. I mean, they're all cool. We can even invite, Wario and Waluigi. They can come hang out. We could do a big old Mario party afterwards. Not a cart because
Bowser could sing.
World exists. Bowser can sing. He's all tiny, and he can paint us a nice little picture.
Yeah. And then we kept Mario just saying no.
Aww.
Yeah. But I did have another universe, and this is just kind of a gag one. Wouldn't mind experiencing one in the Konosuba universe. The chaos that would happen with those four, because Aqua's useless. Megaman's gonna be blowing up everything. Darkness is gonna be wanting to be cooked. Like it would just be chaos.
What's funny,
Like,
I don't know the
it would be
characters,
chaos.
but I could understand the references. I can know from the times I've heard Graham, Neko, and a few other team members talking about the series.
Yeah.
I can understand the references. I see it.
That would just be fun, just experience that. But man, give me that Whole Cake Island Thanksgiving special.
Ooh, I love it.
please.
Great shout out for that.
Is give me that.
So for that,
That's all I
chat,
got.
that is at the end of our show for episode 202 for our Thanksgiving special. We hope you guys heard and enjoyed this 2 hours and a half show. We usually don't have a 2 hours and a half show as much as no more, but we hope you guys enjoyed this little extra content. Next week for episode 203, it will be our Christmas special. So it's the same flow as this, but having discussion. Is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Yes or no? We will be having this debate, this conversation next week. We will see what other Christmas specials do we enjoy. Is the Star Wars specials good or not? We'll have those type of discussions for next week. We will find the favorite Chewbacca that we like or not. We'll talk about that. So, chat, if you're here for the first time, enjoy the outro. Thank you for joining us tonight and taking the time to listen in. This is the Weebs Lounge podcast. It's presented by AniMa W3 Studio. Stands for animation, manga, wrestling, and webtoons, and the positive of the weebs of entertainment of everything overall. And we are the studio that will bring you productions of a lot more in the future. And this is the team of Vash, Whawkins, and we a big shout out to the producer. A big shout out to our news member, Trevor Tiger, or also your new name, I forgot, Cloudy. What?
Oh, Cloudy
Crescent.
Cloudy Crescent. I was close. But hey, don't forget to follow the socials all down below in the links of the team of where to find us. And all the links are down below in the description on the audio feed as well. So we appreciate any like, any review as well on the AniMa W3 Studio podcast feed, or the Weebs of the Ring feed as well. And as well for the Off the Bench podcast. Everything is so appreciated, supported. And remember, Shonen Jump comes back on January 14th. We record on the 13th. It's what I meant, chat. But the 14th is when we'll be releasing our Wednesday episode, just like Off the Bench on Mondays, Weebs Lounge on Tuesdays, and then Shonen Jump on Wednesdays. So stay tuned for that. And lastly, on behalf of everyone at the AniMa W3 Studio team, we thank you for joining us in the Weebs Lounge podcast. We see you later. Take care. This episode was not recorded by live studio audience. And as always, have some cheese on waffles because it is Stranger Things this week as well.
Waffles? Oh my God! No.
Waffles.
God, fucking waffles.
I like bananas on my pancakes.
Yeah, chocolate chip too as well. Chocolate chip with banana as well. As God said, yo, cheese, little hazelnut as well on the side. Amazing chat.
Not with that banana. Not with that banana. Oh my God, these people.